What's good? What's good? What's good? Good morning. 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 All things in the building. What's happening with you, man? Ray Patterson, what's up? Bird 101, what's good? Terrell W in the building. What's up, Terrell? Good to see you, man. Double in the building, man. What's happening? Jarrell Davis, what's going on, man? Joshua Roberts, what's happening? Denali Smith in the building. What's good? 10 to God. What's happening? Wait for y'all to kind of flow into the building. Let me put these comments. What's up, Marcus the Villain, man? What up, Marcus the Villain? How you feeling, bro? What's good with you, sir? What's good? Frank Franklin in the building. What's going on, man? Kentrell LeGrew, what's good? I just got my hair done 2 days ago. Good for you, man. That sounds like some. Yeah, it does. I love how this tastes. Dog, is that like some Masonic code or some shit you trying to give me or something? I just got my hair done 2 days ago. Like, is that like some secret code or something? Because I don't know why you would be telling me that, man. What's going on? Ruben Chisholm in the building. What's up? Lajay Evans said, love from Jersey for non-salute. And Jersey smells a lot better. Some areas of Jersey. That's what's up. I'm glad that Jersey smells better, man. I really am. Well, my man Tank talking about today. Well, he said he's back to himself. He said he says he feels like his old self. Give me 1 second. I got to do something. But I'm going to go off on Bill Haney today. Today is going to be a day where I say, fuck the Haneys. Fuck the Haneys. Okay? That's what I'm going to talk about today. Because I'm realizing they are ducking Gary Antuanne Russell. Bill Haney told me that he was going to be fighting Gary Antuanne Russell. You are ducking that 140-pound weight class, bro. Devin Haney is ducking the 140-pound weight class. Period. 10 to God in the building. What's going on, man? He said, peace, Fanon. I'm keeping it in the Cash App from now on as tension. Gotta have something to yourself. Hey, thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate you supporting in the Cash App, dog. 10 to God, I'll check. But 10 to God, bro, and you're such a big supporter, 10 to God. Thank you for everything. Let me check. I don't know if you meant that you do it, but you said you will, and I love it. Thank you. $20 holler from my guy, Tension, 10 to God, with the $20 holler said, for the fam. Thank you, brother. The fam needs it, dog. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you, man. To the fam, for the fam. May it come back to you a millionfold, bro. Troy Hutch, what's going on, man? How you feeling? Tank is going to destroy Roach this time. I don't care. I don't know what happened last time with his corner, but this time will be different. I don't know. It seemed like there was a lot of confusion in his corner, but I really think that there was just a lot of confusion in his life. You know what I mean? Oh, Kentrell LeGrew said, you mean the 143.7 weight class, Fanon? Yeah. Look, I don't care what the weight. Devin Haney ducked Gary Russell. And I'm going back on this because, dude, Devin Haney basically built a large amount of his career on the back of Gary Russell Jr. With that snake shit he did to Gary Russell Jr. You remember all that snake shit that they did to Gary Russell Jr. when they originally came out as snakes? With your snake ass, okay? With your hissing snake ass. So today is fuck the Haney day. I'm telling you, fuck the Haneys is what I'm on today. Because this dude got the audacity to put my name in some shit to clout chase me because your ass is hanging out there in the wind. You got dumbass Turkey doing dumbass things. So you know dumbass Turkey ain't gonna be around for long. What's your next move? What's your next move, Haney fans? What's your next move? Hey, Brian Sir said, I'm from Baltimore. It's always going to be confusion. You should be used to it by now. We just stay off social media and focus on boxing and stop talking so much. Bro, let me tell you something, dog. I'm not staying off of social media, bro, so I don't know what you mean. I'm going to actually have to throw you out of here for that, bro. I don't appreciate that shit. So I got to toss you. And let me tell you why I got to toss you. You're on social media telling people not to be on social media. No, Negro, this is a social media channel, dog. See, that's how, and I don't know for sure about you, and so I'm not going to go in on you too tough, but I got to say, bro, you guys ain't slick. Like, that's the problem with you niggas. You think you slick. You think you can good cop, bad cop. You can't good cop, you can't bad cop, bro. You're not going to say we should just stop talking about it. No, fuck the Haneys. I am 100% with Deem. It's their fault. And I'm sitting here thinking and looking, and I'm like, hold on. Didn't they fucking clout chase the shit out of Gary Russell Jr. and in the middle of it say when they got to 140 that they were going to fight Gary Russell Jr., Gary Antuanne Russell? Yes, you did. You also said you weren't going to fight at a catch weight. You're at a catch weight now. Gary Russell, you were at 135. You fight at 140 one time. Literally one time. And boom, all of a sudden you can't make the weight no more. But you don't want to fight after you basically were like a fucking vulture. Or you fight, basically you're like buzzards on the career of Gary Russell Jr. You guys were a bunch of fucking drooling hyenas on the carcass of Gary Russell Jr. And now and you said you were going to fight the brother, but you don't say nothing about the brother. Let's also remember that these dudes literally lived off Gary Russell Jr.'s carcass. Everybody knew Gary Russell Jr. Everybody did not know Devin. So they just went at fucking Gary Russell Jr. till everybody that knew Gary Russell Jr. knew them. And that fucking concocted bullshit you guys pulled. At least you guys could go, don't be such big hypocrites. And now you jump up to a weight class where the man is a champion, but now all of a sudden you can go to 147. Y'all on that sucker shit, beyond sucker shit, bro. And all y'all that defended them dudes should be embarrassed. Man, much love to my guy Brandon Brooks with a huge support. $50 holler, brother. You ever realize that when Crawford was fighting Arrow, he was bigger than Arrow? Yes, he had turtleback. Now when he about to fight Canelo, he looked bigger than Canelo. How you feel about that? I feel that Terrence Crawford is in the top 0.01% of people that I should be suspicious of. Because everything about Terrence looks like cheating. And I did a video before, a cheater will cheat. Just like how he had that wife, he has a baby. Now, don't get me wrong now. Don't get me wrong. I ain't trying to chastise this man for having babies. I ain't having no. I'm not. In today's day and age, I'm happy. I'm happy that he can find love. Whatever, with a woman. Good for him. However, cheaters cheat. Cheaters cheat. Your gloves bust, and you got glove problems on 3 different occasions. You all of a sudden gaining massive amounts of muscle like you're on steroids. I mean, I have to be honest. If somebody was at 135 and they wanted to go to 168, Terrence Crawford's career is obviously the way to do that. Especially over the last several years where he's only fighting once a year. He's fighting, then he fought Madrimov, had glove problems with Madrimov, didn't get his special saucy gloves, super gloves. So yeah, man, I just think that I think that Bud is highly suspect. Let me put it that way. Melvin Poston Jr. in the building said, good morning, Fanon, show and crew. Thank you, brother. Good morning to you. Oh, cash app from Marcus Bridges, man. Some support today. Thank you guys so much. The support is greatly needed and appreciated. Because, woo-wee, Turkey Alalshikh is fucking up, man. Turkey Alalshikh playing with my money, man. It's all right. God is great, man. Let me tell you something, man. God is great all day, every day. God is great every day, all day, every day. And I'm thankful to be in the situation that I'm in right now. I know it's very dry out there for some people. And I mean that literally and figuratively. I know some of you niggas that used to be big time Hella Street niggas ain't got nothing that you used to be able to get. I heard your sales pipeline that you can't get no product no more. I hear it's real dry in the streets, bro. I hear it's real dry, real dry. People are, select customers only. So trust me, I understand it is real dry out there in these streets, nigga. Ooh, y'all thought y'all was going to be able to sell something, huh? Hey, Marcus Britt says for fuck the Haney, and we still smoking on that Haney pack. Yeah, fuck the Haneys. I'm no joke, bro. I'm with you on that. Fuck the Haneys. Yeah, bro. I heard these niggas was promising that they could be moving some product, and they can't move no product. Ooh, it's dry out there.
Difficult conversations, we shut people out completely.
Yeah, we shut people out. Completely. Yeah. Anyway, back to fuck the Haney day. I don't appreciate you using my name, Bill. So I'm gonna get back to, bro. They put tariffs on the product, dog. I hear it's dry as shit out there, dog. I heard that tariff. I heard that tariff making it kind of hard out there, dog, on you Negroes, bro. It's like you petty niggas can't get you nothing no more, man. That's the word in the street, bro. Why do they call Hitchens Africa? Because he black as Africa. That's why. Richardson Hitchens, the reason why they call Richardson Hitchens Africa has got to be because his ass is black as Africa. That's got to be why. How you find out about that, Martin? I got birdies in my head, boy. My man. I got little. Yeah, bro. Did you see Ring reported Canelo and Bud? Yes, I did. The website for the stadium still shows the football game for that day on their schedule. Dude, it's Ring Magazine reported it, bro. I'm not putting that shit out there. Ring Magazine. You can't trust Ring Magazine. You can't trust Ring Magazine. Ring Magazine will say, Ring Magazine, do you know Ring Magazine has AI boxing writers? Do you know that the boxing writers, Turkey Alalshikh, got rid of boxing writers for Ring to use AI boxing writers? So the lies that you're getting is because Turkey Alalshikh is using AI boxing writers because the boxing writers won't tell the people the lies the way he wants the lies told. So he wants to do it in AI. So he'll say what he wants to say in on his end, and then it pushes it out with their name on it. Man, this nigga's out here threatening journalists, bro. You're a pussy. I swear, man. I'm sorry for saying the word pussy in the middle of this live stream. However, dog, that's what I think about Turkey Alalshikh, man. I think he's oozy, but he's got a lot of tough guys around him. Now, don't get me wrong, bro. I know the difference between the tough guys and the guys that the people are being tough for. Just because you got a bunch of tough guys around you don't make you a tough guy. It just means you're a guy with a lot of tough guys around him. But that makes you easy because then when I move them niggas that you got in front of you, you're soft as butter. And so it's easy. Anyway, so how do I know? A little birdie told me, man. A little birdie told me that basically, that you guys are frozen out. You guys are frozen out. You guys used to be able to do some things. You can't do it no more, bro. It's hard out there in the streets. Matter of fact, one of the things that made it hard is that people started legalizing. They're legalizing all of the shit you used to sell. They've got a generic product in a store in your neighborhood that sells the same stuff, bro. You little street bum niggas is going out of business, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Dudes is opening stores with all the shit that you sell, bro. I don't care what it is, bro. I don't care what it is that you're selling right now in the street. There is a product that's coming out that's natural, does the same thing, and is 100% legal in your neighborhood. And you're going to lose all your fucking income. Yeah, you are. That's the wave of the future, bro. So you Negroes better find a way. That's why they got to find ways to make more money, bro. Do you know that the drug use for kids is plummeting? It's plummeting. Plummeting. So all you little raggedy niggas that used to be able to make this money pushing this and pushing that, y'all can't push no money no more. So now you're trying to strong arm rob people. You want to get into boxing because you can't get no keys this way. You can't get no keys that way, bro. You didn't leave the streets. You didn't leave the streets because you grew out of the streets. Nigga, the streets left you because you got frozen out and you lost, nigga. Now you're out here trying to figure out how you can make your kids famous because you can't be in the streets no more because you can't get no more product no more. Won't nobody give you nothing no more, nigga. I did my research on you whack ass niggas, bro. Since you want to talk about, I talk about you all the time. You niggas can't sell nothing, nigga. You niggas ain't coming into the sport because you want to leave the streets alone. No, your petty ass can't do it no more. So you got to find some other way to feel like you're important, bro. Okay? So if you want to talk about, so let's do fuck the Haney day. All right? Bill, I know that you can't be in the streets, bro. The streets don't want you, Bill. Your time was up, homie. You were never gonna make it to the top of the hill on the streets, bro. You were never gonna make it to the top, dog. Never, bro. I don't care what family you think you in and who cool you thought you were, bro. You was never gonna make it to the top, bro. You were never gonna make it to the top. So your ass fucked up, got thrown out, did a bid. Know a couple niggas from the days that you actually had a chance. Am I hitting home, Bill? Am I hitting home, Bill? Niggas in the streets that fuck up in the streets get sent to jail. All of a sudden they want to come out and be fucking role models talking about I left the streets behind. Nigga, I ain't left the streets. I ain't left them, Bill. I ain't left them. I'm still doing the same shit I always did, nigga. Raised a family, still doing the same stuff. Trust me. And you can't lay a finger on my chinny chin chin. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like I'm untouchable. It's like I'm almost untouchable when it comes to that shit, bro. It's like, hell yeah, yesterday's price is not today's price. No, it is not. So anyway, bro, I want to bust out you dads that got out the streets. Some of y'all did not decide to get out the streets. You niggas did not mature and just decide, hey, I don't want to make $1 million a week anymore. Oh, yeah, this sucks. Only reason you stopped it because you got caught. So preach that shit to somebody else, bro. I know. The only reason, you know why? Because the niggas your age that never got caught are still doing it. You niggas act like, oh, yeah, I got out the streets. Yeah, nigga, you went to jail, bro. You went to jail. And you got reformed because there's fucking feds on your ass, okay? Yesterday's hate is not today's hate. That's why I gotta hate every day. Yes, exactly. I just want to let you know, bro, I'm done with this good father shit with Bill Haney, bro. Okay? A good father don't get sent to jail. How about that? Now, no disrespect to all you niggas that went to jail. No problem. Some of y'all got thrown into jail by bullshit niggas like Bill Haney. Okay? Don't get me wrong. There's a whole lot of people in jail because of guys like that. You know what I mean? The ones that can go around and know that everybody know what they on, but they never get arrested. You know, what did they call me one time? They said, Fanon's a what? Oh, I'm a Fed or some shit. They call me a Fed. I'm a Fed, bro. I'm like literally, I'm like literally on every list that's not Fed, bro. Trust me. Anyway, hate is where the heart is. Gil Scott Heron, exactly. So yeah, I want to hate on y'all for a little bit today since y'all met that stuff. Since y'all wanted to say all that stuff about me and start counting my numbers, bro. I don't appreciate y'all putting your name on my numbers. Starting to look at my numbers. 22%, 2-2. I don't like that, bro. I don't like you putting fake numbers on me, bro. You know what I mean? I don't like that. A good father doesn't let their son look at Devin as a role model. If my son ever grew up to say Devin, to say he looked up to Devin, I know I failed tremendously. Dave Hale said, Dave Hill said, Fanon, put the chains back on. No, I'm not wearing chains anymore. I'm over my chains. I'm over my chain phase. I'm over my chain phase. I was cool. I don't want to wear chains anymore. Thank you very much. Are the real OGs aren't chatty patties like Bill, a loudmouth who 50 in them streets? Yeah, exactly, bro. I mean, hey, it is what it is with that dude. You know what I mean? Put the chains back on. Nah, bro. I'm okay with the chains. I had chains on for a while. That was cool. It was fun. It was fun shining. You know what I mean? But I set them down, bro. I'm not going to wear them anymore. It was fun. I do have this wedding ring, though. I got this. You like that ring? Can y'all see what this is? Optical illusion. Somebody tell me what this is. Y'all saw that? Tell me what that is. I bet you nobody can tell me what that is. You can tell me what it's not, but you can't tell me what it is. You can tell me what's not. Knights Templar ring? No. No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the form, no, I'm talking about the what is inscribed. Like, what is that a picture of? That's what I meant. What is that a picture of? Oh, you say it's a cross. See, that's what I'm saying. It's not a cross. What it's not is a cross. Nope. It's a flower. It's a flower. Watch this. Only look at the silver. Don't look at the black. It's a trick. It's a trick. Only look at the silver. Don't look at the black. Okay? Only look at the silver. Don't look at the black. Only look at the shape of the silver. Don't look at the black. It's a flower. It's like basically it's a 4-leaf clover. But it's a 4 horns. To me, it's a 4-leaf clover. It's a luck of the Irish 4-leaf clover. Crazy, huh? Anyway. Yeah, Bill must have said, dude, yeah, they be wilding out. Anyway, I wanted to give Bill the attention that Bill wants. Bill likes hatred. Bill likes for people to talk bad about people. Bill wants to crack jokes about people. Bill wants to be funny guy all the time. Flower of 10 to God said, flower of life. Yes, sir. 10 to God. Yeah, dog. That was dope. That's what I'm saying. It was like, people were like, that shit's Nazi, man. That shit's Nazi. Like, man, that shit ain't Nazi. That shit is way older. It's older than the cross. The flower of life. Thank you, 10 to God. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Anyway, let's get back to boxing. So Bill Haney ruined boxing. I'm 100% behind, because he made somebody that had almost really nothing going for them as far as like their athleticism or where they were from, and put his name up amongst the champions in boxing. So don't get me wrong. He did a lot of really good things for Devin as far as making Devin learning how to fight. He put together a very good fighter. However, let me say this. They burned every bridge that they ever had with anybody that had helped them. They burned every bridge with everybody that helped them. Because again, Bill has a pimp mentality. Pimps are pimping. A pimp wants to take advantage of you. A pimp. And Bill's a pimp. Honestly, most of you capitalists are pimps. You're always looking for a way to get more out of something than you put in. Always looking to get more out of something than you put in. Which is why I would never take a penny out of the hand of Bill Haney. And why all money ain't good money. Because some people give you money, but they always want more out of you than they give you, because they want the benefit of the bargain. They want to beat you. They're over competitive. All that dumb shit. That's Bill. He'll always try to get over because they got their whole life like that. Capitalism has no moral clause. Yeah, business too marches over corpses. That's the saying. Business too marches over corpses. Yeah, war machines will march over you, march over corpses. They keep going. They don't care. They'll kill you. They keep going. War machines march over corpses. So the saying is, and business too marches over corpses. They don't really care. There's no love to that. It's always in the situation where you have raw, naked capitalism, is you're always trying to capitalize on the other person. You're always trying to beat him in a deal. That's why I always like to just go ahead and take the deal. If I think I got a good deal, I'm gonna fuck around and just take it. Because there's some shit this dude is gonna ask me for that isn't on this table yet. So I'm not trying to do any type of tit for tats with you. Sometimes I'll just take the deal, just to remove for any possibility that they want to renegotiate with me or that they want to negotiate with me at all. But I would just not do any business with Bill. I'm telling you, I just wouldn't do business with him. But I know, do I think he's a good father? No, I don't. I do not think he's a good father. I don't. No, no. Maybe you used to be a good father. At this point in time, you're a helicopter dad. That's all you are to a grown-ass man. What the fuck are you doing hanging around your son? For real. Your ass should be doing what Errol Spence Sr. does. Giving the water. That's all Errol Sr. does. Errol Spence Sr. is a good dad. All he has to do with Errol is give Errol the water. Okay, seriously, you should go back and watch Errol Spence Jr.'s fights, but do it to just watch Errol Spence Sr. The only thing Errol Spence Sr. does, only thing he does is with the bucket of water and that towel. When Errol's in that corner, boom, it's right there. He's totally focused on it. He ain't talking. He ain't doing all that shit, man. I can't do, for real. I don't have his number anymore. But it would be like, man, he don't talk to the press like that. He don't talk. I mean, like, I'm cool with him too. I mean, we had a little bit of a disagreement, and it is what it is. But still, that's my dude. That's my man, 100 grand, Errol Spence Sr. That's my guy right there. That's a good father. Is Bill a good father? Fuck no. Nigga, leave your kid alone. You'll be a good father if you leave a kid alone. You know what I mean? People trying to help your son, but you just flying over your son's head like a bird. You know what I saw? A good metaphor for Bill Haney and Devin right now. Listen up, Devin. I'm going to dedicate this video to you, man. Please, and thank you to everybody that supports in the Cash App. For real, thank you. Because I'm hating on Devin Haney today because I'm going to make this shit 100% about his ass. No, I don't think you're a good father. I think you're a terrible fucking father. And let me tell you why. Perfect metaphor for you niggas. I'll buy this liquor store. I like to go to this liquor store. And I get these little bottles of liquor, right? So just so I don't drink too much. So I buy these little 3 shots, like 3 shots, right? So I go in there to get my 3 shots. And I see something that makes my stomach turn. It's like, ugh, when I see it. You know what I mean? Ugh. It's on the ground. It's helpless. It's a bird. Ugh. It's so disgusting to me. So I'm not going to touch it. But it's like it's a bird. A bird fell out of the nest. You know what I mean? Like a little bird, a baby bird fell out of the nest. And it was sitting there. And it was just staring. And I was like, it's disgusting. Because this little bird's going to die. Right? Now, the guy that owned the liquor store that sold me the 3 shots, I said, man, you see that outside? He's like, yeah, I'm trying to save the bird, but the mother bird keeps flying at me. Now, if the mother bird would have left the fucking bird alone, it left that baby bird alone, that man could have picked that bird up and maybe even found a way to set it back in the tree or set it back up into the nest and save the bird's life. But the mother bird just kept flying over the head. This is the flying over the head and trying to attack the guy that was trying to touch the baby bird that fell out of the nest. That's Devin Haney's career right there. People are trying to pick this nigga up off the ground by saying, Devin, stop. Devin, you're out here naked. You know, bro, we want you, dog. Nobody's going to be fucking with you soon, bro. You're out here naked in the street, dog. You fell out that perch. Yeah, Devin, you're not in that nest anymore, bro. Okay, I'm trying to get you there. I'm trying to get you back into your nest. But the mother bird is like, no, you're attacking my baby. Bill, you're attacking my son. You're attacking my son. And it's like, no, I'm trying to help your son. I'm trying to tell your son, bro, nigga, stop tearing down your own opposition. Stop lying so much, bro. We've got so many stories you niggas on. You've made up so many stories, bro, that nobody believes anything that you say. So you're out here naked, Dev. Trust me. You're out here naked in the wind, bro. You literally got niggas doing videos about you begging to have babies with prostitutes. Dude, you are a little naked baby bird, little naked fighting baby bird on the ground, bro. And there's a cat over there. Trust me. You know who the cat is? The cat is Turkey Alalshikh. He finna come grab your ass up. And I mean it literally and figuratively. That nigga could have his way with Devin. I'm telling you, you don't know what that nigga's on, bro. You don't know what time he's on, bro. Turkey Alalshikh is so crazy. This dude has got automated news going out announcing that the fight is at Allegiant Stadium. But if I go check this motherfucking stadium and I say UNLV football schedule on the 13th, it says Idaho State buy tickets, UNL football tickets. Tickets, Allegiant Stadium. I'm literally can buy tickets to this game that Ring Magazine is telling me it's going to be. And there's limited inventory. Look. It's like sold out. The shit's fucking sold out at Allegiant Stadium. But they announced it's going to be at Allegiant Stadium. Like, they already sold all the tickets. I'm thinking these dudes are just trying to bait somebody to do a video about this or something. That's why I'm saying this nigga is high. Like Turkey Alalshikh is high. He's sitting over there in Saudi Arabia snorting something, smoking some hookah, you know what I'm saying? Rubbing on some nigga's head, something. You know what I mean? Like petting tigers. I don't know what he's doing over there, man. But bro, why in the world would the Allegiant Stadium put off UNLV, who have all their games every year scheduled? That's their home arena. That's their home stadium. You want to find a way to put them out of their own home stadium? That's the dude you're fucking with, Devin. You didn't want to fuck with Al. You fucked over. You fucked over Al. Well, you fucked over first. You fucked over Floyd Mayweather first. Then you fucked over Showtime, which is by fucking over Floyd, you fucked over Showtime. Then you fucked over Eddie Hearn. Then you fucked over Bob Arum. Then you fucked over Eddie Hearn again. Then you fucked around and lost to Oscar De La Hoya. Then you fucked over Turkey Alalshikh by dancing around like a ballerina around the ring. We're telling you, bro. I don't know you dudes, man. Look, if Devin fight Africa, I bet Africa scorch him. Man, they not moving them teams, bro. Tickets been sold. Allegiant has a deal with UNLV. No, Turkey Alalshikh can move it. I am so powerful. I will show you how powerful I am. I am Turkey Alalshikh. I show you powerful I am. I will fuck up your whole evening because I have the money to do it. I know you want. You cannot watch football game. I buy stadium. You know have football game. I buy stadium. I pay $1 billion for stadium for that day. Tell football people go away. That's how Turkey Alalshikh talk, bro. That's how that's how he thinks, bro. Let's just fuck over a stadium full of people, bro. Just so I can have the money. I got the money. So let's just fuck over. Hey, let's fuck up Cinco de Mayo. I've got the money. I can fuck up Cinco de Mayo. Watch me. Watch me fuck up Cinco de Mayo. I'll pay to Canelo Alvarez more money to fight in front of nobody in a fight that nobody cares about, just to keep him from enjoying Mexican Independence Day, because I want all these Mexicans to know how powerful I am. You can't watch Canelo unless you watch me. I own Canelo. I bought Canelo. Ha, 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 ha. You used to be able to enjoy Mexican Independence Day, and I brought him into my living room, and he's singing for me in my living room. I'm so much better than you. Bro, don't nobody want to see Michael Jackson sing in their living room, bro. I want to see Michael Jackson in a stage with everybody there. I just want to be in the front row, but I want the whole environment. Talking about, hey, we are the world. I want everybody singing. We want everybody lighting torches, lighting, put your lighters up, all of that shit. The big crowds move in. We want that environment, man. We don't want to sit there and watch some shit. You making something that is fucking special look ordinary. That's what you do. When you take that shit off the stage, then you just got a talented individual. You be like, oh, that's really dope. But that's not the same thing as hey, it's fight night, baby. It's fight night. Hey, are you ready? I got to get my dress ready. Your wife got all kind of, the wife is all bedazzled, smelling good. You know what I mean? You're walking out, you catch a limo, you're in Vegas, blowing some money. Your wife is out there doing the slots machines. You say, okay, we're going to take a limo to the fight because of the parking. So you take your girl out with a limo, you get there, You walk out, you get to see the big crowds, but you get to go in there and, because you got your VIP pass, you get to get your VIP pass and sit down. And the whole crowd is going crazy. Punches sounding like thunder. No, nigga, you want to fight in the park. Turkey Alalshikh don't lie. I don't want that. It's too crowded. Let's fight in Alcatraz. I can put you guys all in a prison room, and you guys look. Did you see how Turkey Alalshikh made sure he showed Terrence Crawford's thigh? And all of a sudden, don't you find it a little bit convenient? Little bit convenient or coincidence that right after niggas start making fun of Terrence Crawford holding hands with Turkey Alalshikh, he gets out there and talks about he got a baby by another woman. All of a sudden, that nigga want everybody to know what a man he is. Because, I'm a man, nigga. I can't control myself around women. Nigga, I don't believe you, bro. I don't believe you, Terrence. I'm telling you, bro, I'm going in on niggas today, dog, because I'm going to have fun, bro. I'm too nice to you niggas, for real. Dog, I find it mighty coincidental that after you get caught holding hands with this nigga on camera with baby braids in your dog, you got baby braids in your hair holding hands with this nigga. Then he put you on a picture and he got your thighs showing. He does. He got your thighs showing, bro. For real. Go look back at that picture, bro. For real. Go look at that picture where Terrence Crawford's foot is on a rock and Canelo Alvarez's foot is on the rock, and they both got like I don't know why they're dressed like fucking Peter Pan, but that nigga's dressed like Peter Pan, bro. He's like dressed like Peter Pan, and he got like a fucking slit, and you can see his thigh through his Peter Pan, except for he ain't got the tights on. You know how Peter Pan had the tights on, but this nigga ain't wearing no tights. He got his legs just out. Dog, I'm telling you, Turkey Alalshikh designed that. That's what Eddie Hearn said. Eddie Hearn said he has creative control all the way down to the flyers. So Turkey Alalshikh said, let me see a little of taste. Let me see a little of that thigh. Can you show me a little thigh? Can you make him a little more sweaty? Spray some water on him. You sucker ass niggas. Man, let me tell you something, bro. Y'all sold out. I swear I think y'all some fugazi ass niggas, bro, for real. I think you niggas sold out to the LDB. Nah, for real, I ain't gonna say that. But not the LDBC, but the what's the other L group? The LGP, whatever they are. I think you niggas sold out to them. That's who I think you niggas sold out to. I think you motherfuckers found your local sweetie pie, your sweetie pie mafia, and you sold out to them niggas, bro. Because they like naked men, bro. They like watching you with your shirt off, bro. They want to see you throw balls and run. They got them running around like a monkey. You 38 years old still trying to throw footballs, bro. Look how they're pitching. Look how they're pitching Bud, man. Bud is damn near 40 years old, bro. And they got this nigga going long, bro. Trying to act like, bro, did you see he did a little football thing and the dude did a little cut? He like acted like he made this, like he was so fast he made the dude fall. Dude, Bud looked slow as hell turning that corner, bro. And this nigga fell down and he caught the ball, bro. Man, that shit is funny, bro. To see the way they're trying to sell Bud. Oh, man. But you deal with Holly Weird. Y'all go, hell yeah, going long in the mud. I know y'all don't like that, man. I know y'all don't like that. But I'm having fun this fine morning. I'm going to have some fun this morning. Bud the type to try to prove everybody wrong, like you always have something to prove. Here's the problem, bro. Don't try to prove me wrong when I'm right. That's a fucking problem, man. Don't try to prove somebody wrong if they're right. You guys are always try to prove somebody wrong, but dude, they be right. Like, before you try to prove somebody wrong, you should try to consider whether or not they're right or not. You don't have to do no crazy shit to prove somebody wrong about a fight. You just got to get there and fight, but preferably without cheating. Preferably you do it without cheating. And I'm telling you, bro, cheaters cheat. Scratch a lie, find a thief. Cheaters cheat, scratch a lie, find a thief. Cheaters cheat. And cheating's a lie. And lying, you thieving. I'm telling you, it just connects. You out there just telling me, first of all, bro, you telling me because you holding hands with Turkey, bro. But I know you listen to my show, dog. I know you do. You got a good attention span, son. You got a good attention span. I ain't lying, bro. That was Michael Vick. He was going against. What is that? What are you talking about? Oh, Michael. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, he made Michael Vick fall. Yeah, right. Nigga, stop lying. See, that's why I don't believe you. Because you out here lying to me, bro. Let me tell you how I knew. Let me tell you when I knew that Anthony Joshua was a fraud. I knew he 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 was a fraud. Man, when he beat, there was a guy, an 800-meter runner from Great Britain. I can't remember his name, but he was an Olympian. He was an Olympian. I think he was a medalist at least. He may have been. Man, the name has come to my head. Damn. Anyway, he was racing Anthony Joshua in this celebrity 100-meter race, right? It was a celebrity 100-meter race. Fatma something. God dog, what is his name, bro? I cannot remember his name. Bro, look. Anyway, whatever his name was, he was an Olympian. He was an Olympic runner. I'm telling you right now, I don't care if you're an Olympic marathon runner, bro. Anthony Joshua's not outrunning him in 100 meters. There's no goddamn way. They're trained to run long distance. Hell no, they can sprint. What the fuck you think? You think if a dog starts chasing an Olympic marathon runner, you don't think that goddamn man can run fast? Get the fuck out of here. That man would be up out of there. He would run as fast because he'd run as fast as his legs would carry him. But they're like, no. Dude. He ran like an 11.5 hand-timed 100 and beat that man by like 30 yards, bro. And that's when I was like, hell no. You are basically just setting this up, more media manipulation. Dude, look, everybody knows that the media is fake. Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. But anyway, that's how I knew AJ was fake. So now I see Terrence Crawford doing a 3-step turn and making Michael Vick fall down. Stop. Okay? Stop. Michael Vick fell for just a fall. Oh, great acting, Michael Vick. That just shows you that Michael Vick's not a jackass. Hey, watch. The YouTuber I Show Speed almost beat the fastest man. Noah Lyles, yeah. Like, okay, sure. Like, yeah, sure, bro. You guys think you guys will fall? Let me tell you something, man. Some of y'all will fall for anything. Oh, I think Vick was definitely giving it to him. He was prompting his school as well. Let me tell you something, man. I'm not trying to buy that shit. Michael Vick is a nice guy, and Michael Vick played along with it because Michael Vick is a nice guy. Okay. Michael Vick is the type of guy that will give you the shirt off his back. Okay. Michael Vick will literally give you the shirt off his back. So, nah, man, he's just a nice guy, bro. Something that Terrence Crawford would never do. You're never going to see somebody like Terrence Crawford volunteer to take a loss to somebody to make them feel good about themselves. I doubt it highly, bro. They call it, you know what they call it? They call it their competitive, what do you call it? Your competitive, my competitive nature won't allow me to. No, bro, you're just a jackass, okay? What you call competitive edge, no, you're just a jerk. All right? Because you know you can turn it off with a 2-year-old kid. If you can't turn it off with like, seriously, you're just a jerk. Now, if it's somebody, you know, like say you're Michael Jordan and you're playing against kids in high school and you want to show the kids in high school what the level is, then you take the level up to where they see what the level is. You're like, oh, okay, wow. Man, yeah, this is different. I got to really work on my game. Yeah, I can understand that, bro. You know what I'm saying? He said, facts. I met Mike in person. Gang. Yeah, that's what's up. Michael Vick is what's up, man. Hey, I fucks with Michael Vick, bro. Michael Vick may be the fastest. Michael Vick might be the fastest person that I've ever seen in person. Like, other than track and field, because I've seen people obviously in track and field that were faster. Maybe. Hey, but ain't no joke, bro. What up, Drake's Finest said. Good morning, Fanon. The media, you dig? Crazy. Yeah, they terrible. The media is terrible, bro. Absolutely, god dang it, all day, every day, terrible and bought and paid for. And now these dudes literally you have to report on what AI media says about boxing. What up, David Desane? Shout out to you, man. What up, man? My bad, David Desane. Oh, and what up to Arena? Shout out to Arena. I ain't seen Arena. Even though I'm thinking that you're a bot, Arena. I ain't gonna lie, Arena. I think you're a plant, Arena. I've been paying attention to that situation, Arena. You popped up out of the blue complaining about me not talking to you. I think that you're a plant, Arena. And it makes me very sad to think that you're a plant, Arena. But I think that you're a plant. I really do. Because you got real mad about me not reading your comments. Yeah, but seriously, I do. I'm still thinking that because I keep talking to her. She's still not speaking to me. I hate to think that that's that. I hope it's not. Because I sent you notes and everything, man. You are really. She's not a bot. Okay, Barbara D say you're not a bot. I'll leave it alone. My feelings are still hurt that you ain't talked to me, even though I responded, though. Thank you, Barbara D. I'll leave it alone. I'm still remembering that, though, because I don't think I did anything wrong. Yeah, of course. Barbara D knows better. King always fucking trying to flag my channel. Anyway, so let me get back to this. Sorry about that, Arena. And I hope whatever I did, that you're not mad at me. You know what I mean? I like talking to you. I really do, Arena. I like talking to you a lot, Arena. Martin, there you go. That's where you're wrong. There you go. I've always been on your side. Granted, I have to work and I can't come on live as much, but I do be listening, so you're wrong. Thank you, Arena. I'm glad to be wrong. I still think you mad at me, though. I still think you mad at me. But okay, that's what's up. Barbara D, Arena, 2-cent queens of the chat. All right, cool. My bad. Troy, I spoke some truth to Bernie in the chat about Bud. He couldn't give a straight answer. Bernie the boxer can't give a straight answer. Bernie the boxer can't give a straight answer, bro. David is saying, Arena's a real one. Cool. I got her. I'm backed up. She's still mad at me for something I did. Look, I got boxing wives. I know she's mad at me for something I did. And I'm like, hold on now. You should have been nice to me by now. I don't get no affection out of Arena. Arena just cold with me. So I know I did something to Arena. That's what I'm saying is like Arena about because there's something. She's mad at me about something. I ain't wrong. I know you're upset with me about something. Because you said I wasn't talking to you. That's what you were upset about. Anyway. All right, Terrell. Now see, watch this shit. Lesson to Devin Haney. As soon as I said something about Arena, everybody defended Arena. That's somebody with a good reputation. I've been talking bad about Bill, Devin, and Turkey, and absolutely nobody can come to those guys' defense. Absolutely nobody. She was only upset because you didn't acknowledge her, Martin. Okay, thank you, baby, Barbie D. Thank you. I feel bad now. Okay, now I feel bad. Thank you very much. I feel bad. Mike Vick was the quarterback in that little drill. That's it. Oh, he was the quarterback. Oh, okay, he was the quarterback. I'm about to say, I didn't think this nigga fell down, dog. But anyway, so Michael Vick was the, okay, because I'm about to say he ain't dropping on Michael Vick. Hey, Troy said, hey, if I ever see Bill, I'm going to have words with him on your behalf. He getting ran up on. Bro, don't worry. Hey, dog, let me tell you something, man. Don't never run up on nobody from me. I don't have to worry. Look, if somebody needs to be run up on by me, there's already people whose job it is to run up on them. So I'm okay. I have that covered. I think of one thing I know for sure in my life. My family is nutty as squirrel poo. So you better believe, dog. If somebody thinks that for real that you need to be run up on, dog, you're gonna have some Yugoslavian nigga with hair all over his back just come out of no fucking where on your ass. Dog, you man, people be tripping, bro. When I'm saying, like, for real, I'm not playing, dog. When I'm saying my family crazy as cat is squirrel poo, bro, I'm telling you, man. They really, 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 truly are, dog. And the white ones are crazier than the black ones. Oh, those white ones. Those white people crazy, bro. They're going to run up on you for sure, bro. They going to run up on you, dog. If they think that you need to be run up on, for me, you're going to get run up on, bro. So that's what I would say. Like, my best advice to niggas fucking with me is you really shouldn't put yourself in a situation where, like, people that support me think that you are a danger to me or that you are taking my money or something. Bro, that's really, really, really not a smart thing to do. And I say that with all, like, humility and all honesty. Bro, you should not do that, okay? You should not do that. You should not play around like Bug Eyes did. Bro, you shouldn't play around and steal my content, okay? Trust me, cats don't like that. They get mad at that. They say them blended families be different. Hell yeah. Them blended families be different, nigga. Boom, different. Yeah, bro, like, for real, nigga. Like, seriously, man. Like, you need to, like, for real. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all that, like, for real, for real. Moses Rubin, what up, man? Rubin, let me block you, bro. Nah, nigga. I know what you trying to do, nigga. I'm talking to you, nigga. I know who you are. Goodbye, nigga. Moses Rubin. Moses Rubin. Take your little ass and beat it, nigga. I'm not trying to talk to your dumb ass, nigga. Bill, fuck off, nigga. Moses Rubin. I'm like, dog, yes. Thank you very much. You're cute. Now step to the side. anyway, running up on people. I'm too old for that. Exactly. Niggas too old for that, bro. You know, Moses Rubin. I get it. A guy's name is Rubin. You walked up. My name's Rubin. I got some family in New Jersey named Moses. I get it, dog. I get it, dumbass. Like, for real, I see through you niggas. You're so paper thin with you're so paper thin. Like, you don't, if your anagrams, like your anagrams are that fucking pitiful, bro, and that easy to see through. I mean, for real. It's like you're one of my stupid sisters or something. Like, for real, they always think they're cute. I should tell you the story, dog. Like, I got family members that are really, really smart. Like, for normal people, they're very, very smart, right? Like, but so they were out, they got good grades, all of that shit, right? For real. I'm gonna tell you, man, the start of jealousy. Crazy story, but this is a true story. So I have family members who shall remain nameless, but they jealous as hell, who used to do their homework. They were all, good students and all of that, right? Smart. And I went into school and I didn't focus on school at all because I was always fighting. Like, for real, like every day, all I was doing is fighting. Punch, fight, punch, fight. Try to not wrestle. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to wrestle. If you got to wrestle, you got to wrestle. But I don't like wrestling. So I was fighting all the time. So I wasn't focusing on school because I was the only black boy in that neighborhood and I had to fight. So anyway, that's why I got these hands. I got some nice hands because of that. Anyway, while I was fighting, I wasn't doing no homework or anything. I wasn't doing any homework or anything like that. So they wanted to put me in a special class. They wanted to put me in a special class because I was always fighting and I was never turning in my homework. So they took me, telling you, man, this is how funny, how jealous people can be. They took me and they got me tested to see what was wrong with me. And I got my IQ tested. Suffice it to say, bro, my IQ was genius. They gave me 2 different tests, and I was genius level. I was well above genius level, both analytically and abstractly, concretely and abstractly. I was a genius in abstract and concrete, which means that if you want to talk about some type of concrete, like esoteric studies, I can understand that shit. Like, it's easy for me. Like, for real. When I'm telling you it's easy for me to understand things, it's easy for me to understand things. Like, things that are really difficult for other people to understand, I can understand it and I can give it to you in a way that you'll understand it. And real true story, I was so good at this shit that in college, there was a guy that was freaking out because he had to study for a finite test. Finite is logic, but it's like represented in writing. He was so paranoid. I literally said, don't worry about it. I grabbed the book. I rifled through the book. I said, this is what this means. This is what this means. This is what this means. And this is how you work it out. That's how you work it out. And within 5 minutes, he took what I gave him, took the test, got an A on the test, and came out. And it didn't take me more than 10 minutes to do it. That's why every career test that I've ever gotten said that my profession should be professor, because that's how good I am at teaching, and that's how fucking smart I am. Anyway, so instead of me being this dumb kid who was going to be whatever, I wound up being like something totally different. So my family members got really, really, really jealous. Really jealous because they thought that they were the smart ones and I was the dumb one. But then all of a sudden it winds up that I'm really the smart one. And relatively speaking, even though they're really, really smart, compared to me, they're still dumb. And it is to this day, my relationship with a lot of these people is that, yeah, bro, you're dumb. Okay? So that's why I want to get back to Bill Haney and Devin Haney. You niggas are dumb. Okay? You're dumb. You don't see things coming. You think you're moving, you're making one move at a time. You don't see the forest for the trees. You don't see the forest for the trees. You literally are burning down all your options. Literally, like Bill is saying, like, if there's an option that Devin could possibly have, just imagine Bill holding a flamethrower and flaming at it everywhere he goes. Just burning everything down with a flamethrower. That's Bill. No joke, bro. That's a real fucking story, bro. That's why I have to go to the hospital. Seriously, I have to go to the hospital every once in a while because that's my craziness. Every once in a while, I can, like, literally, my mind will transcend reality. It's a sickness. I don't know if you knew that or not, but literally and truly, it's a sickness. I'm so fucking, my brain operates at a level that is so high that it is literally by definition insanity. Because I see everything different than everybody else sees everything. Really. It's absolutely fucking annoying as fuck, but it is absolutely the truth. And so let's pivot to somebody like Gervonta. In the boxing ring, that's kind of how Gervonta Davis is. He's the level of genius in the ring. And Devin is not. Devin is a kid that was always told he was smart. You're smart. You're smart. You're the best. You're the best. Daddy got you with the best coach. The fact that you're aware of this yourself says a lot. Yeah, man, it is. It's insanity, man. I'm literally, that's what I'd be trying to explain to people. Like, if your mind works at a certain level, nobody else can perceive the same things that you perceive. Just seriously. And I've never met anybody that has ever had 2 IQ scores. Like, bro, this is how they lied, bro. They tried to make this shit seem normal, right? So what they did was, let me tell you how these white people did me so that they didn't have to give me my score. They divided the one score. Now watch this shit. Say somebody has 150 IQ, right? Their IQ would be like this. In the test that I took, this is how scandalous white people are. Lying ass people are. They had a test, right? So you have questions that are analytical, and you have questions, that are abstract, and questions that are concrete. You get a score for both. You get a score for both. So if somebody's IQ is 150, that could be because they got a 75. What's 75 and 75? Isn't 75 and 75 150? Yeah. So they could have a 75, say they have a 75 abstract, and they have a 75 concrete. Right? They had a 75 concrete. That's how the score was supposed to be done. As a result, the person that had 150. That's 150. My score was a 146, right? I think it was 146 abstract. 146 abstract, right? And it was like 168, something like that. I can't remember what it was, but say it was like a 168 concrete. Those scores added together. This is why they put me in hospitals, bro. I'm telling you, they put me in hospitals for this shit. Because what is the simple math that's tough for me, right? So 6, what is the answer to that question? Quite easy. We're going to go to a calculator. 146 plus 168 is 314. My 2 IQ scores combined were 314. All they did was give me 2 different IQ scores. For me, they refused to add them up. No joke, bro. No joke. And then I got put on Ritalin, and I got put in special education, and no joke, bro, my entire life, bro, has been filled with that shit right there. People trying to find a way to put me in a hospital because of the way my mind works. What up with all that chat driving? What up, man? Nothing. I'm just talking. Anyway, I forgot why I got on. I got on that to say, dude, I know what hating is. True, but I'm telling you, man. No, I mean, I'm just telling you what it is. It's for real. Like, bro, I can teach you hermetic science. I can teach you hermetic sciences, bro, in like 10 minutes. I can teach you all of the esoteric sciences in about 5 minutes. It doesn't take me more than 5 minutes to go through the whole thing. Really. Yeah, I mean, no, but it's crazy. That's my mental illness. That's why, like, y'all want to know why I go to the hospital? That's why I have to go to the hospital. That's my mental illness. That's literally my mental illness. It's because my brain operates in a way where I can see things in abstract. I can make things that are abstract seem concrete when nobody else can see that. Like, they can't solve the problem. Like, they can put stuff in front of you, but you won't be able to see it where I can see it. So, like, when I was a little kid, not a little kid, maybe like early 2000s, they put me in a hospital. And again, every time I'm in a hospital, it's an IQ test. Every fucking time. So I go into the room, right? And there's a box it's an all-white room. And there's like an electrical box. And the electrical box is disconnected. And then there's a chair in the corner to sit in by a table, right? So when I go to the table, I start looking around the room and I'm like, okay, the box was off the wall. So I put the box back together and put it on the wall. Then I walk over to the chair because I noticed that the chair, even though it looks like it's on the ground, really isn't on the ground. It has one leg that's propped up against the wall, but you can't see it because the whole wall is white, right? So what I do is I walk up, I grab the chair, and I sit the chair down flat, and then I sit down in the chair, and then I look at the cameras in the room, and I look at them, and I'm like, because you know the doctors are watching you. The doctors are trying to see whether you're coherent, whether you're not coherent, so that they know whether or not they can keep you there. So for me, I know what that is because I've always had people trying to study me because of what I explained to you. Constantly want people to study me, bro. That dude, Malcolm Gladwell, you know, the dude, you probably don't even know who Malcolm Gladwell is, bro. Malcolm Gladwell wrote a book in which I was in the book, but he used a pseudonym and said it was somebody other than me. But he literally told my story and talked about how even though you can have these IQ scores where you're like really, really smart, that things in life, they say, for now, you're playing crazy, bro. You dig? Yeah, I am. It's just what it is. You know what I mean? It's just what it is. So anyway, yeah, it's like every time they go, they're trying to do that to me. So I always gotta look and I gotta see, okay, all right, is this an acronym they're trying to do? And you'll find all the different things that they're trying to see if you can get to make sure that you have mental acuity. So I always have mental acuity. So that's why I get out. And it's like they think that I'm going to stay there, but I don't ever have to stay there because, dude, I'm not crazy. I'm just really, really smart. And if you sit a bunch of bullshit around me, bro, I'm going to see it. Like you, Turkey Alalshikh, I see your bitch ass. I've been known you were here. I've been known Mohammed bin Salam is here, man. Bro, I know Mohammed bin Salam is. I know King. I've known that King was working with Turkey Alalshikh and Mohammed bin Salam. I've been knowing that shit since the dude started coming around, bro. Revving his engine on the car like he got some big fast car and all he does is got some spoiler that's making a lot of noise, right? When he showed me his original swoosh bang picture, when he was all, he had to show me his face at a certain point in time. He never wants me to tell me where he's from. Bro, Turkey, I know you, bro. I know you're listening right now. I know you're listening right now. Just like I know Bug Eyes is listening right now. Only reason you niggas is doing this shit is to... Anyway. I want to learn... What is that? Henriettta Lacks? What is that? Henriettta Lacks. Anyway, so you guys got this concerted effort around Gervonta Davis. Do you know how much pressure it is that was magically put on Gervonta Davis? And now Gervonta Davis is saying that he feels like he's back to his old self. Trash Talk Gaming said, we are a world where deception works 80% of the population. So when you see the truth and others around you, you don't kind of make you feel like you're going crazy, but it's not you, it's everybody else. Yes, King is Turkey's boy toy for sure. No, yeah. Yes, and you see people for what they are, bro, and they think, like, for example, dog, seriously, man, dude, Bill Haney is not what Bill Haney says Bill Haney is. Like, all you niggas to me, like, y'all are just, you not slick, okay? Let me just say it this way. You not slick, you not smart. There ain't no arguing, no tricks that you niggas can pull that's going to save the day, okay? Boxing, you cannot save your ass through boxing, bro. And trust me, bro, you can't get my money. You can't have my money. You cannot have it. He's just a fast food pimp. Exactly. But you know what a pimp is? A pimp is a liar. And what's a liar? A liar is a thief. A pimp is a liar is a thief. And if you lying more than 90% of the time and you just lying to fucking lie, you say that we've got Allegiant Stadium. We worked out a deal for the fucking Phoenix, for the UNLV football team to go away. Bro, that is some AI news, bro. That is some shit. Turkey Alalshikh is like a fucking fat kid that got a fat kid that got a computer thinking he can control the world by pressing on his computer buttons, bro. That's what I liked when my guy Greg Hackett said yesterday. Dog, you guys got to go outside, bro. You niggas have been inside so long, playing around inside so long that you don't even realize, bro, you got to go outside, fat boy. Fat turkey, nigga, you got to go outside, bro. You got to walk outside, young man. And they kids, too. Bill old gray-ass nigga. And you ain't even got enough confidence to get your hair gray, bro. Like, how am you going to respect a grown-ass man that won't show gray hair? Grown-ass man. No, y'all got gray hair. Old-ass niggas trying to act like you 15 years old. I can't believe it. Got here for boxing's fat ass. Talking about you're old. I'm old? Bro, you are well into your 40s, fat boy. like you're well into your 40s talking about somebody 56 years old is old. And how much of a kid are you to be talking about somebody being old, nigga, when you're 40? Like, you're old. My son thinks you're old. He's like, Alex, they're old. How old? They're 25. They're old. You know what I'm saying? You sound like a kid talking about you old. Let me tell y'all something, man. I can't wait till Turkey Alalshikh gets. Hey, is this real hate? Is it hate if I say, boy, there's a lot of planes that crash? You ever notice? Bill's drying his beard. Hell yeah. All right, here's the link. Yeah, I'm gonna beat that boy. Yeah, I'm beating him up today, boy. Whatever, there you go. Bill gonna pastor a mega church. Ex-pimps and drug dealers make the best pastors. Yeah, they do. Because they gave up that life. Even though you out here skimming from the till, you're skimming for quarters now. There you go, Phoenix. What up, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
I out-hated you, dog.
What?
I out-hated you, bro.
Is that possible?
There's no way that you can hate as much as I just hated on that man for an hour and 15 minutes of fuck the Haney hate. Hour and 15 minutes, bro. Because this nigga said I spend 22% of my videos on him. I don't know what the number 22 is supposed to be, Because this nigga think he's slick. Whatever 2-2 means, nigga, I ain't that. So anyway, I hated on his ass for an hour and 15 minutes.
I got some more to add on to that. But yeah, I seen one more thing before that. I seen they had that comment about Henriettta Lacks. You never heard of her?
No, Henriettta who?
Henriettta Lacks.
No, I've never heard of her.
Yeah, she had died from cancer in like 1950, but her cells, her cancer cells are still living. So they're still using that for medical research today.
Repeat that?
Yeah, she died from cancer in the 1950s, but her the cancer cells from her body are still alive and living. So they're still being used in medical research and treatments today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tells you.
It was she was a black woman too.
Tells you what's up.
Yep.
That black skin is magic.
When they say black don't crack.
That black is magic, bro. Telling you, man. I'm telling you. I've always thought this. Your thoughts are not in your brain. When they say the soul, did you think like the soul is within your body? No, it is not. Your body is within your soul, which is why that can happen. Because the life is still there. Because you cannot ever kill something. All you can do is have it degrade. But it is eventually going to go back into its original form as long as there's intention and there's the proper circumstances. So, yeah, it makes perfect sense that could be the case. Also, you have things where you have people that have hair that, you pull some hair out and you have hair, that's way away from the owner of the hair. But the hair, if you keep the hair there, some people go gray. And so does the hair that's kept away from them actually turn gray with the hair on their head. But there's also a lot of studies that are like looked at it in angles that is really interesting. Like, do you know how like Devin Haney runs?
Yeah. I'm familiar with that.
All right. That is now Devin Haney includes it when in fear, he runs. Now, that's because he's an individualist, right? And he's not very smart. Now, in the animal world, though, but guess what happens when you are in real emergencies? And say somebody is like under a train track and somebody jumps into the train track and grabs the person and pulls them out of the way and gets the person off the train track, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so those are two different scenarios. One scenario is when Shakur walks up to Devin says, "I'm number one," and scoots out the ring. This person, on the other hand, jumps before a train to snatch out a person and obviously risk their own life. The reason
fight or flight response.
Yeah, but watch this though. It's not just the fight or flight response. It's literally the fact that you see yourself in that person and you see no separation between the two of you. So their need is your need and you become one with them. So you're oblivious to the fear because you know that you have to get yourself off of there. It's because if you see the humanity in that person what gives you the courage, what you call courage, is really just a recognition of the need that they have being a need that you have. And it takes you and gives you that courage to pull them off the train track. Right? But when Devin looked at Shakur, he has to turn around and walk away because he knows he's not what Shakur Stevenson is. That dude wants to fight. He doesn't want to fight. So like magnet, that shit pushes his head this way and he flew out and he was like, "I'm number one." Because he couldn't emphasize with a dude that was really there to fight him. He was like, "Nah, that's a real fight. Nah, I don't want that." But yet if it was his baby, but if it was his baby on the train track, he can jump out there and go get that baby. He can show the courage to jump out there and go get that baby.
Nah, because he wouldn't get the baby from the prostitute, so I don't know.
Dude, let me tell you something, man. I'm going to hate on Devin at a fucking philosophical level. Match that shit. I took your cells and called Devin a bitch. I bet you can't do that.
But technically, the baby was on them train tracks because that baby mama, she was in the train herself. And Devin just happened to be the caboose, and paid the highest price. But yeah, that baby stuck. Can't get off them tracks.
That's fucked up. Devin, you think hey, now watch this shit. You think Bill's gonna go get Devin off them tracks?
Nope, because we seen Ryan beg him to, and it didn't happen.
Damn, he did look at him kind of cold when he's getting his ass whooped.
Yeah, he's like, Bill, come on, man. Don't you see Devin out here looking like Bambi in the headlights? Come save this
he's
boy.
gonna sell him. He's gonna sell him. He's gonna sell him out. Like my bet is that he's gonna sell him out. Sneaky niggas sell you out. At the end of the day, if it's a sneaky nigga is a sneaky nigga. They're gonna sell you out. That's their instinct is to fucking sell you out. If they're sneaky people, they're gonna sell you out because they have no real allegiance to telling people the truth. They're just there to manipulate people. So they're gonna sell you out. It's without a doubt. They're gonna sell you out. They got to where they are selling people out.
And they don't even care if it's family.
Mm-hmm. But I want
the bad part about it.
Hey, what's up, man? My guy Isaiah said, long time no see. My noob for 9. Devin Haney, a bitch. I'm happy with you, Fi. Thank you, brother. Yeah, Devin's a bitch. I got to go off on that nigga for today. But seriously, please, hate.
Yeah. So Devin out here, man, I don't know what's wrong with this boy. He over here saying that Shane Mosley is sneak dissing him and everything, talking about, Mosley doesn't, bitter because he didn't make the same financial decisions I did. But what financial decisions, dude? I know Shane Mosley never took no net profit deal. And I know that Shane Mosley done made more money off his fight with Floyd than Devin's made in his entire career. I know that much. So I know that Shane Mosley ain't out there trying to sell weed and cryptocurrency. I know that much. Hey, and
right, watch this shit. He ain't made this. He said Shane Mosley ain't make the same decisions, financial decisions. Yeah, he did. He had a woman. He married a real pretty woman that took him for all his money. And you married a real pretty woman that took you for your kid and is gonna get you for a bunch of money, dog, for sure. Nigga, when your money, bro, when you ain't fighting, that girl is, man, it's open season on you dumb niggas. I love it too. Oh, you know what is nice to be able to do, bro? It's nice to be able to get some coochie without being an athlete or without having a bunch of money. Because you niggas are suckers. These women are getting you dudes. And you don't even know when they're going to get you. Hey, question. When was it that Michael Jordan's wife got him?
I don't believe there was a time.
Oh, was yeah. There? After he retired, got his ass. After he retired, got his ass.
I know the most notorious is Robin Givens.
She divorced him. And she got a whole lot of money. But see, he had enough money where he could survive that, though. You know what I mean? He had enough money where they could survive it. Lorenzen Wright, though, on the other hand, Lorenzen Wright. You know who Lorenzen Wright is?
Nah.
Bro, Lorenzen Wright was a basketball player, bro, whose wife killed him.
Oh, damn.
Wife straight killed him. Got him killed. Murder for hire, bro.
That's crazy.
Hey, 125 M's, bro. You believe that? She got, and she was fucking, and I can say it now, and she was fucking Reggie Theus before that. She upgraded on that nigga, bro.
Man. Devin about to go down the same boat.
What up, David Lynch? David, you there?
Hey, what's going on, dog?
Just chilling, talking boxing.
Can you hear me?
I was hating on these niggas for a minute.
Hey, feel great to hate.
What's going on, Phoenix?
Well, not a whole lot, adding to the hate. That's per usual. So I was
Hey,
You got
gonna
remember
something
say,
that
to say,
Dave
bro?
Chappelle? Yeah, remember that Dave Chappelle skit from the haters ball?
Oh, hell
oh
yeah.
yeah,
Hate, 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 hate,
that's
Nobody
hate,
can
every
hate,
hate
day.
hate,
on.
hate, hate, hate.
I'm telling you, arrogantly, you niggas can't hate like me. Y'all can't hate like that hate I just gave you, bro. Seriously, man. I'm gonna break the nigga down metaphysically. His ass is a fucking coward piece of shit. And I can literally prove that he's a piece of shit. Like, nigga, for real, I can make a
Yeah,
metaphysical
yeah.
argument that Bill Haney is literally a piece of shit. Because he makes his money off of shit that everybody else does. That's a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, all you are the fake remains of what everybody else already did, nigga. Anyway, go ahead, man.
Uh,
I'm telling you, he's a piece of shit. He's what's left when you take all the nutrients out of something and throw it out your ass. It's that nigga.
I mean, that does make sense
call him.
when you look at the way he be moving.
Man,
Oh man,
I'm telling you, bro, everything he does is regurgitated. Everything. There's nothing original about him. Find something that he did, something he said. And I'm telling you, you're going to see somebody else has already said it. Somebody already did it. Think about it. When Gervonta Davis said that he was the face of boxing, right? What did that piece of shit say?
oh, he just slapped a new in front of it. So he the new face
Face
of
of boxing. Seriously, it's like Gervonta swallowed it and it turned into a piece of shit called Bill, who lies about it and says it's his son that is the face of boxing. Dude, if Gervonta Davis has nail polish, Devin's gonna have nail polish the next fucking day. If Gervonta Davis has a grill in his mouth, Devin's gonna have another fucking grill in his mouth. If Gervonta Davis gets arrested for punching somebody, Devin's gonna eventually get arrested for punching somebody. I'm telling you, it's a
You remember
fucking
that?
carbon copy. That nigga is a goddamn. He bites off, like, I didn't want to say it before, but for real, he bites off Gervonta Davis so fucking much, it's crazy. He's even doing catch weights now. The same shit he said, I'll never do catch weights. You want to fight at a catch weight? You know what I mean? Like, what happened to that shit? Everything that I'm telling you, Bill does not have an original fucking thought in his brain. Just like pimps cannot have sex with men for you, you know, for themselves, they get other women to do it. This nigga can't think for his fucking self. So he fucking steals from other people and tries to use their ideas, their approaches in some ham-handed, clunky fucking way that winds up making everybody hate their son, nigga. So I don't give a fuck how smart you think you are, nigga. I think you're dumb. I can see through you, bro. For real, nigga. You know what I wanted to be? I wanted to be an assassin when I was a kid. And when I saw Hannibal Lecter, you ever seen that movie Hannibal Lecter, where
Silence of the Lambs.
When you remember that real crazy dude was in the cell next to Hannibal Lecter?
Yeah.
And he had thrown some jism or something on Clarice Sparring, and Hannibal Lecter got mad and was like, and decided to help her, right? But then guess what you remember what happened he did to the dude? You remember what happened to the guy in the next cell after the guy in the next cell threw that shit at Clarice Starring? You remember that?
I haven't seen that movie in a minute.
Okay, let me tell you what happened. Hannibal Lecter made him swallow his own tongue. He started talking to him. They were like, the thing was with Hannibal Lecter, you can't even talk to Hannibal Lecter because he'll make you feel so fucking bad about yourself. You'll either want to kill yourself or he can convince you to go kill somebody else because he knows your inner workings of your mind. He's like, even like when she tried to interview him. He was like, look, you know full well you can't dissect me with this little bullshit questionnaire. So really what you're doing is the FBI is just sending some pretty ass girl around me because they know I like some coochie. and that coochie look good, girl. So what you need from me? And so she's like, I need you to help me with this, that, and the other thing. And so he was like, yeah, nah, fuck you, bitch. Then he's walking off, and some cornball next to him jerks off and throws sperm at his face. And he's like, you bitch nigga, you gonna throw it at my, okay, come on back, girl. Yeah, I'll help you. Think about this. Okay. What did he say? Something like, check into yourself. Yourself. That's too ham-handed. Yourself. And that's how she found the head that was cut off, right? But that's what I wanted to be able to do. How could Hannibal Lecter make this nigga swallow his tongue? He's going to condition this nigga to bite his tongue when he says certain things. Say certain good things. He's going to fucking fuck with this dude's head, make him start doing crazy. And by the time this motherfucker does something that Hannibal don't want, Hannibal can make this nigga swallow his tongue by like snapping his finger. Or say, you're thirsty. Aren't you thirsty? You're thirsty. Aren't you thirsty? I think you're thirsty. You thirsty. But you can't drink that water. But you thirsty. And you thirsty. And you make this motherfucker, seriously, you make this niggas, you keep telling them over and over and over, you're thirsty. You're thirsty. I know you thirsty. You're thirsty. I know you thirsty. I know you thirsty. Ain't you thirsty? I know you thirsty. They don't want to give you no water. Barney, don't give him the water, Barney. Don't give him water, Barney. Because he fucks with Barney. Because he already got Barney's head fucked up. I read the book. He had fucking Barney's head fucked up. Because Barney can live because Barney is cool. Right? Otherwise, he'd fuck Barney's head up and make Barney kill himself. So he didn't make those guys kill himself, but he made that person kill himself. And the only way he could have done it was by making this motherfucker not give him water and keep telling him this nigga is thirsty and making him jerk off. So that's gonna dehydrate.
This remind me of something.
That's how I got that nigga to swallow his tongue, bro. I seen
this too. I seen it too, like, you know, like that same thing. He telling him he's thirsty. See, that's the same thing Bill did to Devin. He kept telling him he's tank. He kept telling him, yeah, you tank. And swallowing his tongue was the Ryan Garcia whooping. That's what happened. we kept saying, yeah, you tank. You can go ahead. And then Ryan came along.
It is what he does to his son. You're a boxer. You're the greatest. You're the boxer. You're the greatest. You're a boxer.
You're the next Floyd Mayweather.
They hating on you, bro. They hating on you. They didn't give you an A on your school because they hating on you, man. They hating on you, man. They hating on you. So he's fucking putting hate and anger in his son. I can imagine what this nigga is doing, bro. Seriously, man. I'm telling you, man, words are powerful things, bro.
They is. Like, man, it was crazy because, you know, like you said, Bill ain't doing nothing we ain't seen before. The crazy thing is, like, you know, when you look at what he's really saying, it's like, you know, you take time to think about it, you find the fugaziness in it. Like when they kept on posting that picture of Floyd supposedly passing the torch off to Devin, like, yeah, you know, it wasn't really a torch, it was more of a matchstick because it fizzled out quickly. You know, same concept as a torch, but it's a lot shorter, so it don't last as long. You know, when you're talking about, you know, it's the Devin Haney era, you know, like, it really is the Devin Haney era, but not in the same context that people is thinking of, because, you know, an era is defined as, you know, like a time period where a certain noteworthy event is attributed to it. And, you know, for the Devin Haney era, it's been his ass whipping, the fact that he sued, and, you know, running around from Ramirez in his last fight. So it's been all negative. So, you know, the Devin Haney era has been defined by, you know, fugaziness, undercard appearances, getting his ass whooped, all the lies that have been exposed. I mean, like, even the sparring footage with Tank, I don't know which one was worse for Devin. The original clip that Ryan put out where it showed him getting his ass whooped, or the full thing where we can actually see, like, yo, people is jumping in the ring trying to save him from getting his ass whooped from Tank. The best punch he was able to land was that rabbit punch when Tank was talking to somebody outside the ring. You know, people said that Devin was cooking, he was whooping Tank's ass. Like, the only thing I could say about that sparring section was that, yeah, you know, Devin did change Tank in a way in that sparring section. But you notice after that, we had never seen Tank wear those winning gloves again, because I guess the winning gloves busted. That's the only thing that Devin was hitting. whenever they were sparring. Was them gloves that Tank had on. So we ain't seen Tank wear winning gloves since then. But he ain't doing no damage. And people was really happy about that. Like, man, imagine that they really think Devin was cooking in that session because he was able to touch Tank's gloves a bunch of times. And that explains why Devin fight the way he do. He don't really be hitting people. He don't be hurting them. And it's just like, damn, like when you really sit down and be honest and you look at everything that Bill's saying, it's like that one phrase about how there's a little bit of the truth in every lie. You know what I mean? So
Little
when
bit
he
of truth
say,
in every lie. Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
So when he say nobody does it like Devin, the lie is that Devin is great. But then the truth is nobody is doing as much dumb shit as Devin. So that's the part
True.
that you really got to look at. When they say that Devin was the youngest to do this, it's like, yeah, he was the youngest fighter to get his ass whooped and then sued. That's something that we ain't never seen before from nobody else who was 26. Or was he 25 at the time? We ain't seen that. So that's the thing with Devin. You hear it at first and it sounds like, what the well, not to his cult, but to normal people, it sounds like, damn, Bill out here just telling some lies and shit. But then at the same time, you realize like, oh no, he got some truth to it. It's just that he's not really putting the truth out there because you know how bad it make him look. But we see it. We see it.
Mm. Well, you know how them people is, man. To them, lying is like breathing, and they do it so frequently that it's ridiculous.
Yeah, they do.
Now,
True
I never
that,
heard of
man.
life support before. Like I heard of life support, but man, they got to hook this man up to a book of lies and riddles. Man, good.
They the true
Mm,
definition of, you know how they say that if a person, there are people who willing to live and die on a lie. To the day they
yep.
die, they can still swear to themselves they telling the truth and swear to everybody they telling the truth when they know they lying.
Oh yeah.
Just like you said, Fanon, how Ray Charles' mother told him, scratch a lie, find a thief.
Yes, sir. Scratch a lot
Uh,
from the thief.
and that's them.
Can't even land that
Then
punch at the carnival.
he,
Can't even land the punch at the carnival, man. Hey, he's supposed to be the
man,
greatest
that was
boxer,
the weakest
man.
punch I ever saw in my life.
Hey,
I
how?
never seen no
Hey,
shit like that.
hey, that video was goofy as hell because not only did he miss the punch, it's like he looked around like, oh wait, I'm not supposed to be doing this shit. And then he walked off.
He, he was like, y'all go beat him up.
Oh
Y'all beat
man,
him up. I'm going over here. Walked away. I mean, he threw the
man.
weakest sucker punch. He can't even sucker punch correctly.
Hey,
Hey man,
hey.
I'm thinking, I ain't gonna lie, bro. There's something about a boxer. If they hit you, if a boxer hits a regular person, you supposed to knock that person out.
Yeah.
I'm just not lying, bro. If you a boxer and you can clean cut hit somebody and they don't get knocked out, I'm thinking to myself,
Oh
bro,
man.
how is that? Because I'm telling you right now, just me. If I have a clear shot on your chin, nigga, you are more than likely going to fuck to sleep. Like,
Yeah, you want to tell him you want to hit that ground for
you're
Yep.
gonna
real.
hit the ground. More than likely, you're gonna hit the ground. But me, if I'm fighting you and I really get in, I'm gonna elbow you in the mouth. So, you definitely get knocked
Go
the fuck out.
John Jones with it.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm not gonna
man.
punch you. Niggas always think that shit. Motherfuckers used to always think that shit when they used to fight me that I was gonna hit you, then hit them with my hand. I would do it, but as soon as you get close enough, you better fucking believe I'm hitting you with my elbow as fucking hard as I can hit you with that bitch. Because if you hit a nigga with your forearm, like really hit him with that shit, bro, woo,
Oh,
that
you're
shit
doing
will
damage.
that shit'll shatter shit. It moves shit. So now I used to like that. When I fight, I kind of like I feel safe at a distance, so I don't really ever like to go in because I don't fucking like getting choked. Because back in the day, them niggas grab you, they choke you. So I don't like
Yeah.
getting close to the nigga to choke you. So if they get too close, without a doubt, I'm gonna either put the forearm on you or I'm gonna throw the forearm through you. If I can throw it through you, then you're gonna get knocked the fuck out. If I can push it on you, then more than likely you're gonna get to the ground, and I can probably from there like secure it and hold everything off. But I'm definitely gonna put that thing on you. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure. Speaking of that, man, hey, you say if a boxer hit you, you're supposed to go down, but like
You supposed to go. I know Shakur. I passed it to you, nigga.
hey, you see his video the way Shakur fell when he threw that punch in that parking garage, bro. Like, hey, it looked like a cartoon the way he done missed. Like,
Oh man,
it looked like somebody done pulled the carpet out from under the nigga, man.
he out
The
there,
way he fell.
he out
Like,
here swinging at
yo,
girls. He out here can't
man,
swing and hit a girl properly, man. What is wrong
man,
with these cats, man? These
too
B-side
much.
cats are crazy.
They
B-side
is,
boxing.
man.
That's what
It's like,
happened when you price dusty tomato cans over at top right, boost up your record.
I know, right? They out there getting that canned tomato soup from the Samaritan Center. That's what that is. Because PBC they eat what they kill, and the B sides they eat what they steal. They out there stealing from the Salvation Army, getting them tomato cans. Like that shit horrible. That
Uh-huh.
like it's really the Section 8 of boxing because the way that they be moving is just literally like roaches, man, like roaches. And every time the light
For
come on, they
real.
be scattering. Like these dudes, man, I swear, like I don't know what it is about them doing all this, and it's the crazy part. They want to talk about someone like Tank, who we've seen where Tank came from, and we also seen like his career, how he's become more disciplined, how he's staying to himself. He's not really
True that.
getting caught up on a whole bunch of nonsense and trying to better himself. Like, sure, before the Lamont Roach fight, the first one, he was talking about, yeah, like going through therapy, wanting to be a better father to his kids, and wanting to go back to school, like all that. Like what's these other dudes doing? They talk about doing that all over Twitter. And don't be like Charlo, be like Haney. What we supposed to have, prostitute babies? Like, come on, man. It's like they out there, man.
You telling the truth. Straight up.
Yeah, so for me it's just like, man, like that's the craziest part because it's right in everyone's face how they always tell us, hey, you know what they say about the loudest person in the room? It's the quiet ones you got to watch out for, and the loudest people
Mhm.
in the room talking about how they all this and they all that. Devin, like, yeah, I want to be a role model. Yeah, but yeah, fuck you, Ryan. You an
Mhm.
alcoholic. So you just said you was going to be a role model about 5 minutes before that. What's up? It's like, yeah, don't
Hey,
don't be like don't be an alcoholic and use drugs, kids. But I'm selling you this weed. Yeah, no, nobody's making wise business decisions with their money. But hey, you heard about this crypto I'm selling? Like, come on,
hey,
man.
Phoenix. Remember when Tank rolled up on Devin and his brother and his whole crew for
Yeah, I
Dolo?
see, man.
Lynched
That
all
whole
of
weekend, he was terrorizing them niggas. Hey, he caught him at the club and they ran out. Man, hey, what man, people was talking about, man, Tank didn't do nothing to Devin, and Devin was in his face. Nah, that dude was in the back seat of the car with his head out the window, smiling and shit, talking about, man, you a bitch, you a bitch. But he looking at the
hiding in the
camera to
car.
make sure it's on him, and he's smiling. Got three people still between him while he in the car. Man, and
Man,
Tank is right
that
there. I'm like, man, if you in the car and you gotta have three people between you and them, like, come on, come on.
was
And people talking
Tank
about,
screaming
mm,
at him. Shut your bitch ass up. Shut your bitch
yeah.
ass up.
And Devin out there with a smile on his face the whole time. Man, yeah, you can't get me because by the time you make it past them three people, I'm gonna wind the window up. Like, come on, man. Like, come on.
Oh man. Oh man. These
That
motherfuckers is funny as shit, man. I'm
it's
like, damn,
sad, man.
he running around talking about I wanna be like Tank.
And man, and everybody was mad at Tank too. Man, why he doing that to Devin after Devin got his ass whooped? Why he pressing him like that? No, he didn't want to do it before. Now that Devin's vulnerable, he want to go ahead, man. Come on.
Man, get out of here.
After all this time, Devin been talking about how he's better than Tank and all this and that, talking hella shit. Like, see, this is another thing that shows character. Throughout this whole 10 years, the people been waiting to go ahead and see that full sparring footage, man. Not once did Tank or AB say anything bad about Devin or Bill. Like that's the craziest part. Like they had so many opportunities, but they always kept it professional. Said it was good work. Said people was going in there like, yeah, you know, we got some good work in. It was straight. But then Devin and Bill telling all these lies. Then we see the tape. Like AB and Tank could have said, like, threw them under the bus about them rabbit punches and stuff. They didn't even mention the rabbit punches.
Like a pinata.
Exactly, man. That shit was like pinball. It was like pinball when you hit it with one of them flippers and the bounce all around the pinball machine.
Like my heart, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Like I had that little nigga with me at 14, 13, bro. His mama and them had to drive to Cincinnati to come get that nigga away from me, bro. Like this is my real little brother.
Yeah.
Like for real, bro.
Did you ever see him spar any of them?
Yeah.
What happened? Who he sparred?
Y'all know what happened, man.
I don't know.
He sparred Devin, right? And
you was there?
Hell yeah, I was there. And he sparred in About Billion shirt.
Gervonta?
Yeah. He got right off the plane, was fucking around, and went to the gym and sparred Devin. And I was about to fight Sean Porter. We was at Floyd gym, packed. I just had weighed in, right? And we went to the gym. It's packed, it's hot. They get in there.
Tank hit that nigga.
He hit him, boom. Then he hit him again, and he went out. I jumped in the ring. Because at the time, Devin is 17. I'm like, hell no, this is a kid. Hell no, it's gonna fall on us. If you know what I mean? If he really gets fucked up like that. So what happened was
he's gonna be gone, right?
You know what I mean?
I'm telling you, this punch right here. This shit right here.
You know what I mean? If he really get fucked up like that. So what happened was Bill jumped in the ring, his dad, Haney, jump in the ring. And then it was about to go down.
What was
About
that?
Billions versus them niggas. It was about to go down. But it calmed down. It calmed down. And they got back to working, and
interesting. I was there too.
they got back to working. Tank got a little bit more
doing it
fatigue,
big being in there.
And Dev got off a little bit, but it wasn't like.
Where
really
was that shot that I
like
know?
Good ass work.
Oh, that right there.
Dev was he was in more shape. He was in better shape.
That was actually on
Tank
the chin.
probably had a couple shots before we got to. You know what I mean? No, niggas was hanging out.
A couple shots,
but
man.
ain't no excuse. I mean, it was good work, but that shit would have been over with though. That shit would have been over with. And I love everything that Devin's doing. You know, me and Bill, we got a nice relationship, so they know I ain't no fake ass nigga.
BH said that he beat I think your uncle or your dad for some money.
Yeah, because you got to understand what I'm saying. Once they kept going, Devin got the best of them.
Oh, okay.
But in a real fight time with 8-ounce gloves on, bye. That's with 16 ounces on headgear.
Right there.
With 8 ounces on, no headgear, bro.
Right there.
Headgear. With 8 ounces on, no headgear, bro. Bye, bro.
Let me see if it's right there.
Bye. That should have been
on there.
Headgear, bro.
Where is it?
That's with 16 ounces on headgear.
That right there.
With that's with 16 ounces on headgear. With 8 ounces on, no headgear, bro.
Right to that body.
Bye.
Bro, this shit right here, Devin is gone. In a real fight, bro, I don't care what you say. I know Gervonta Davis. This left hook that he hits him with, if he hits him with that for real, he's gonna ease out of there.
Hey, Fanon, I gotta get ready to get home. I got
All right, bro. It's right here, right here, right here, right
guys
here.
go here.
Yes. Boom, boom, that right there. He's out, bro. Anyway, go ahead, man. I'm sorry, Dave. What's up?
Hey man, I gotta get ready to go. I was at the doctor's office, but then get ready to be on our way. I try to get back on as soon as I get another chance. All right,
Okay, man. Get back, brother. Peace.
all right, peace,
All right,
Phoenix.
now. For sure.
One.
Yeah, that punch right there, if that shit had been in a real fight, Gervonta Davis would have knocked out Devin Haney for sure on that shot. What you think?
Oh, definitely. Like, man, one thing that people don't pay attention to when they're looking at this is body language. Like, there's a big difference in that sparring footage from when Tank was on the attack versus when Devin was on the attack. Now, you see, when Devin was attacking Tank, Tank just standing there with his hands up. He's not really pressed. He's not really moving around the ring or nothing. He stay in like one spot, whether it was right there on the ropes, like that one sequence, or in the middle of the ring. He stay in one spot. But you see, when Tank started attacking, Devin trying to get the hell up out of there. So get out of there, Dev. So that's the thing that cracked me up, because like we see that big difference. That means, like, on top of that, Tank, he be talking to people, looking at them, interacting with them. He's not really pressed. Like when he was sitting there talking to somebody on the side of the ring, and Devin came up and hit him with like 6 kidney shots. He's like, man, it's like when a kid tugging on your arm when you're in the middle of a conversation or something. Like, hey, I'm talking to someone, chill. That's basically what Tank did, right? That's how you could tell like Devin wasn't really doing nothing to him. So like if somebody can turn their back to you and let you punch them 6 times in the kidney, and they don't retaliate, they carry on with the conversation. Like, come on, you really think that when Tank is facing him, standing there with his guard up, that he's really pressed? Hell no, hell no. And I tell you this, look at that. I, I had some fun putting these videos together. Like I did all that shit from my phone, because hey, when it comes to hate, you got to be great. That's why I put together that one with the sound effects on. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll probably go ahead and put that on Twitter later today. If I can go ahead and pull the footage out. But yeah, man, like I tell people, in boxing, you can tell a lot from a person's body language. Like whenever they in a fight, you can tell when they're comfortable and when they're not. And Tank, he's one of those fighters where it doesn't matter if his back's on the ropes, if they're in the middle of the ring, if he's moving backwards or if he's moving forwards. Like, he's comfortable in all situations. But you got other fighters where they not. They're only comfortable as long as things are going exactly the way they want them to, meaning no conflict, meaning they're not getting touched. That's why whenever we see Devin have to walk forward, he's not that comfortable. That's why when we see that he tried to cut the ring off, you get somebody like Ryan Garcia standing in front of him, sticking his tongue out and shaking his knees like, yep, you can't get him. Ryan's supposed to be ass. That's the sad part about it. Ryan's supposed to be somebody that couldn't
You're
mess with.
breaking up a little bit.
Oh, good now?
Yeah, you're good now.
Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, the sad part about it is, no, Ryan was supposed to be somebody that couldn't hang with him, and look what happened. So I didn't mean, like, at a certain point, you just got to be real. Like Kell Brook. People underrate him, but he was able to knock out somebody that was on our screen. If Devin was really like that, he would have done the same. You know, and meanwhile, Kell Brook knocked out somebody on our screen, and he was able to have a baby with Ebony Bridges. The Snow Bunny of boxing, the OnlyFans chick, the Eddie Hearn be checking out.
Hey man, that nigga, that boy be on that boy on that booger sugar with her, dog.
Yeah. So he was able to have a baby by her and not end up having to pay hella money like Devin. See, that's the difference. When you whoop somebody on Oscarine and get them out of there in 6 rounds, you can have things like that. When you get smacked by somebody on Oscarine, you end up in Devin's situation.
It's funny, man.
What's it?
Devin, I know these triangle theories don't work, right? Bro, Devin lost to Ryan, who got beat up by Rolly Romero.
Rolly beat Devin too.
You think Rolly will beat Devin?
Hell yeah.
I'm just saying that that's the level that they're on. Rolly's level. Because Rolly is a 2-division champion now. Same amount of champions, same number of championships Devin had as far as the weight divisions. Rolly has 2-division
about half the
champions.
fights.
And a better win to get it. Because he beat Ryan Garcia. He didn't beat George Kambosos to get it.
Exactly.
He beat Ryan Garcia to get it, not George Kambosos. And then George Kambosos, didn't he get knocked out recently?
By Lomachenko and by Hitchens.
Yeah. Yeah. And he went the distance with him, didn't he?
2 times.
Man, it's almost like when you really take and start analyzing Devin Haney's career, it's almost like he's a fraud. It's almost like he's not the great fighter that you guys claimed that he was, and that you've been wasting our time with this guy when we could have been talking about fighters that are actually better than he is.
Oh, wait,
Like
let me put a build twist on it.
Like Jermel. Nigga, Abel Ramos. You know what I'm saying? Like Fundora.
I could put a Bill Haney twist on that.
Real quick, though.
Okay.
Real quick. You realize that Sebastian Fundora is a better fighter than Devin Haney is. Sebastian Fundora got a win over real win over Tim Tszyu. And that dude be fighting, and it's fun to watch. Win over Erickson Lubin. Yeah, he got caught slipping, and he got snapped. Who was it? The dude that who's the guy that slept him?
That
Tszyu wound up beating up. But anyway, I can't remember what his name. Oh, Mendoza. Yeah, Brian Mendoza. Yeah, man. So it's like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I think that we've been wasting our time with Devin, and that Devin's paid campaign through YouTube. I think that it was highly effective in distracting people and making people talk about a fighter that they're not really entertained by at all. Because do you know anybody that really thinks Devin is fun to watch? And I'm not talking about like fun to watch in the way that, you know, your girl is fun to watch when, you know, she's walking the other direction after you, you know, she's leaving the bedroom. I don't mean like that entertaining. Because you guys obviously are in love with this nigga and think that every time he moves, it's like, Debbie poo. I'm not talking about that type shit. Where you're just entertained by him because you have affection for him. I mean, actually entertained by what's actually going on in the ring. And the answer to that shit is going to be a resounding fuck no.
The most entertaining he was in the ring was when he was getting his ass whipped by Ryan. That was the most entertaining because I seen Devin be in a fight. Like that shit was just funny. But I will say this though before I hop on. You know, the Kambosos fight. The Kambosos fight, I think, really showed Devin's greatness because for somebody to be as horrible as Kambosos and you able to carry them for 24 rounds without accidentally knocking them down, at least that says something.
He could have tripped him or something.
I know that says something because I mean, like, look at Floyd when he fought McGregor. He carried McGregor until the knockout.
Yeah.
He carried him like you could hear it in the corner after round 4. You know, it was either Floyd or his dad that said, "Okay, it's time now. Go ahead and do your thing." And then he ended up knocking McGregor out in the round that he wanted to bet on because you remember Floyd had gone to the casino to go ahead and bet on himself for that round and he couldn't. So he was doing an interview. He's like, "Yeah, I had to send one of my guys back to go ahead and make the bet in his name because they wouldn't do it since I'm the promoter for the fight too." So they thought it was going to try to be a fix. So I had to send one of my guys back to bet on me for that round. So it's like, man, you look at that. You know, Floyd Mayweather carried McGregor, somebody who's bigger than him, you know, got like 30, 40 pounds on him, carried him and then knocked him out. And somebody as horrible as Kambosos, who little old Lomachenko, who ain't really a 135 pounder. Lomachenko was able to stop him in 30 fewer punches than Hitchens did. He landed 175. Hitchens landed 205. And Hitchens did get him out there sooner because it was round 8 compared to 11 for Lomachenko. But think about that. Little old Loma was able to go ahead and put Kambosos away. And the great Devin Haney, you see, he was, like I said, he was able to carry that dude for 24 rounds. That's a testament to skill. That's a testament to skill. To carry a bum for that long and not even accidentally hurt him. Like, come on. You got to give Devin props for that. Ain't nobody doing that. Ain't nobody able to carry no other fighter that long. You got to give Devin the respect when respect is due, man.
Man, yep.
I'll say this.
Man, it was funny, dude. That was when I one of the first times I have the channel, but when I was like, man, people don't really know what they're looking at. Because I was with a group of people during that Mayweather fight with Conor McGregor, and I was like maybe 2 rounds before the fight stopped. I started saying, "Oh, they need to stop this fight. They need to stop this fight.
Yeah.
Stop this fight." And everybody, all the crowd were like, "What are you talking about? He's not doing anything." I was like, "Yeah, he is. He's bouncing them straight right hands dead off his head like that. Trust me, he's stunning them because he does." And I agree with you. It was because he could hit him with the right hand any and every time he wanted to, just straight right hands, boom, anytime he wanted. That was crazy. He did carry that dude.
And there was one more thing about that fight I noticed too. Like, do you notice Floyd did the bare minimum? He didn't try to box him. He just literally put his hands up and walked forward. He didn't even try to cut the ring off on McGregor. He let him off. Like, he just walked forward, put his hands up, and that was it. Didn't try to box. Didn't try to really avoid no shots. Didn't try to do no defensive stuff. He just literally did the bare minimum. Put his hands up and walked forward and did that. Oh, another thing. That was another testament to Devin's greatness. That was the Floyd Mayweather they said he beat up in sparring camp for that fight. that was a training camp where they were saying that Floyd couldn't touch Devin at all, and Devin beat him into retirement. That was for that fight.
I mean, to give your son a good moment like that is one thing, but to be a prick and say it to everybody in the world is a different thing. You know what I mean?
Yep. and the fact that Devin co-signed it too, he's like, yeah, he couldn't touch me. Like, come on, bro.
What a prick. Yeah.
Exactly.
You're talking about a 40-year-old Floyd Mayweather Jr. couldn't touch you. Whoop-de fucking do, bro. Like, I guess he was impressed because your father can't touch you either. Like, what the fuck is that shit? Like,
I know, right? But all right, man. I'll catch you later.
All right, bro. I'll get back with you, man.
Take it easy.
Yes, sir. Let the hate for the Devin Haney and Bill Haney continue. I'm going to do, I said I was going to do 100% of my live stream on this one. Jose Valenzuela will give Devin problems. I know Gary Antuanne's beat him, but Gary's fight style is different. You're talking about Rayo, not Jose. Rayo is Jose Valenzuela, right? Rayo Valenzuela, Jose. Yeah, man. Rayo Valenzuela will give him problems, dude. I don't believe Devin, man. I think it's over with Devin, man. I think it's over as far as thinking this dude is going to be putting I'm not expecting some great performances out of him. I'm telling you. I don't expect it. If it happens, that shit's going to be an accident. I'll see that shit when I'll believe it when I see it from Devin Haney as far as another great performance out of him. He looks shell-shocked. He looks shell-shocked in that last fight. And his father seems shell-shocked because I don't think they know what to do. They're trying to operate as if they're megastars, and they're trying to talk like he's a megastar. But Bill, you're not a megastar. Your son is not a big star. I don't think your son, let me tell you this way, bro. You ever heard of like A-listers, B-listers? Okay. If you were going to go to an event, would you be an A-lister, a B-lister, or a C-lister? Bill, hey, what up, Phenomenal Noop? Said, what up, Noop? Bill don't believe anything he says. Anything he says, that I know for sure. For sure. Man, I forgot. Lost my train of thought on them boys, though. Lost my train of thought on them boys. What were I talking about? Because somebody put in the comment section what I was talking about. because I had to read the Phenomenal Noops. Damn, what was I talking about? I was finna fry that boy. Hate that I lost my train of thought on that one, man. What up, Thomas Hill? How you feeling, brother? How you feeling? With your champ, that's what's up. I'm chilling, brother. I'm chilling, Thomas Hill. Good to see you. He finally wants to go to 147 with Boots, leaving the whole division. Gary Antuanne. You didn't believe Devin will look good ever again. No, I don't believe you. Yeah. The A list, the B list. That's what I meant. Look, Devin is not a star because Devin could not get into an A-level event. Can you go if there was a big event like the President's Dinner? Can you go? Or are you going to be at the Oscars? If you want to sit at the Oscars, can you sit at a table at the Oscars? Trust you me, the Oscars tickets are pretty exclusive. So can you get one? I have a suspicion that Muhammad Ali could have got a seat at the Oscars. Big events like that, celebrity roasts and things like that. Devin Haney could not have his own reality show. Let me tell you, in a world where people that ain't, man, matter of fact, that's what this shit has been. This shit has been a prolonged bullshit reality show. And Bill Haney is a fake fucking producer of a fucking reality show called Let's Make a Fake Champ. That's what this has been. This has been the Devin Haney show. A fake ass boxer with a fake ass story. Faking it by fighting guys that he's 25 pounds bigger than, but yet making you believe that he's actually a 135 pounder. The dude is so big that he turned off the scale after a fight. Yeah, Devin Haney is a make-believe fighter, the likes of which we have not seen since Primo Carnera. Video topic. Devin Haney equals Primo Carnera. Yes, Bill Haney has a reality show going on right now called Let's Make a Fake Champ and sucker you out your fucking money. He's going to do all the talking and he's going to be the reality star. He's going to be the outlandish character saying all the silly things and all the drama. But while Bill Haney is starring in the Bill Haney reality show where his ass is on, seriously, isn't his ass on the internet 24 hours a day talking to anybody and everywhere, anybody and everybody, right? Any channel and every channel. Yeah, that's what he's been doing. He made a fake fucking champion by making it dude, the guy has been rumored to have bought wins for his son in Mexico. That's fake. He has wins that should have been losses. Wins that should have been losses. This dude is talking about sparring. He wants to put every sparring tape out like the sparring tape is really a fight. Like the sparring is really a fight. I'm telling you, Bill Haney started a fucking reality TV show. But now it's all on social media. It's not located on a network where you just watch it. He's live and in real color trying to pull off some horse shit. Part of his role is that he's a hellified street ninja. He's a hellified street ninja. Literally, how many different roles? I'm a business genius, and I'm a hellified street ninja, and I'm a great dad, and I'm a pimp. And my name is William Haney, where this nigga writes this bogus ass fucking contract. Bro, I wouldn't be surprised, nigga. Oh my God, man. Talk about the Matrix, bro. That dude is a fucking actor, bro, on a fake ass YouTube reality show, and they want to make it real and get his son beat up. But he doesn't want to get his son anywhere near. He only wants his son near the rest of the actors, right? Like Ryan Garcia is the underwear model. All he wants to fight is small guys that are over the hill, and he wants ridiculous fucking advantages in order to get it. All of a sudden, he can't make 140 anymore, man. It's definitely reality worthy. I'm telling you, yes, I think that's what he's doing. He's playing Bill Haney's playing a character, bro. Bill Haney literally got to coke up in order to play the role. You saw it. He out there sniffing before he got on the camera. He was out of role for a second. He got caught sniffing. He got on the phone with me playing an act, trying to act. Like this nigga trying to talk all loud to me, bro. And I'm like, man, what? And then hey, bro, I'm telling you. Have you ever noticed that Blue Blood Sports TV looks like he's reading off of a teleprompter? You ever notice that he looks like he's reading off of a teleprompter? You want to know why he sounds so fucking methodical? I think that nigga got a goddamn teleprompter with a script on that bitch where he's like, amazing. Gervonta Davis, 5'7", from Washington, D.C., won his original title against Jose Pedraza of Puerto Rico in a 11th round knockout that was spectacular. And the superstar that he will be fighting is named Yuriokis Gamboa, who is 45-0 with one draw, hailing from Cuba, but has an unusual orthodox stance and a multi-divisional champion. Bro, that nigga sound like he reading off a fucking teleprompter, bro. Wow. I'm telling you, look at these niggas, man. They got teleprompters, bro. He got a teleprompter, bro. I think that nigga got a teleprompter on his cell phone. Who knows? Fake ass nigga, lying ass Negro. Anyway, back to these fake ass niggas in this fake ass reality show called YouTube Boxing, where you get to make up a name, you get to make up a channel, you get to claim you from Chicago. Nigga, you ain't from Chicago with that booty ass haircut, nigga. That's some Dallas country boy shit, man. Country ass shit. Anyway, maybe you are some Peoria ass bullshit. Anyway, it's diabolical. Yeah, bro, that's why I'm telling you, man. And they be biting niggas shit so fast, and they always got reaction videos. Man, these niggas be working. They're working their shills, man. They fake, bro. I'm telling you, Bill Haney is a fucking fraud. William Haney. Will Haney, dog. William Haney. I think that nigga's an Israeli spy. That's what I think he is. I think his ass is an Israeli spy or some shit. Been here for like his whole life, and his family took on a fake ass name, bro. And now his ass is here scheming in America, bro. I blame that nigga for 9/11, dog. That's why I think his ass was always Islamic, nigga. I think he's a fake plant. I think that nigga's a plant. For real, Bill is as fake as Bill is as fake as it gets, bro. You can't tell me these niggas are not fake, bro. And Bill did not that Devin Haney did not pan out. Dude, Bill Haney is playing the role of a trainer. You know Bill Haney can't train no fighters, bro. Come on, man. He's playing promoter, trainer, hype man. Hellified street nigga. Coming out the pen, made himself successful, had enough money coming out the pen to buy a gym and make his son's dream. Man, that shit sounds like some bullshit, bro. Y'all sound like some Illuminati plants, man. And you act like an Illuminati plant, bro. You're fake as fuck, bro. I mean, dude, all of the what do you call it? The hype behind Devin was fake. It was absolutely positively fake, bro. He said, what's the point of having Shane Mosley in your corner then? Just so that he can be there and maybe he can give him something. But he can't be the trainer because because he's playing the trainer. So they're going to pay him some money to give Devin a couple little insights. But no, Bill is playing the role of the trainer on television. Bill is not going to allow you to take his spot on the television. No, Bill Haney has to be seen because Bill Haney is living in the Bill Haney reality world where those fucking teeth he has are real. Nigga with them fake ass teeth. You can't believe a nigga with fake teeth, fake age, because you know them teeth fake as fuck. And he ain't even took no punches. So what you doing with veneers for, nigga? Like, for real. Former snaggletooth nigga, bro, gets veneers for no goddamn good reason. What did you do? Smoke your teeth out or something? The fuck you need veneers for, bro? Fighters should have veneer. Fighters should have veneer because they got punched in the mouth, okay? Isaiah said, Bill from Oakland, fake as fuck. I knew that years ago. I'm glad the world sees the truth now. Yeah, that nigga's a fraud, bro. That nigga's a fake. That nigga's a fraud. That nigga over there that nigga's an actor, bro. I would not be surprised, bro, if Bill Haney has an IMB page. You know that nigga Bug Eyes is his cousin. Fake ass nigga look just like, dude, that Dominican claiming he black, bro. That nigga's Dominican. That nigga look just like Punch Drunk. Seriously, bro, these guys got fake ass channels. Bill better have a stretcher nearby when Sean gets knocked out. Oh Lord, they putting that boy in the ring is something cruel. Now, teaching him how to fight is cool. Teaching him how to fight is cool. But last time I checked, bro, he's already 16 and he don't know how to fight. Hey, man, you can't have bodyguards for your son. You know what? That's true. If you need bodyguards, that means your sons need bodyguards. That's fucked up. Hey, and the Oscar for best father trainer goes to exactly. Exactly. Bill is an imposter, bro. All of you guys are fake media outlets. That's what you are. You're a media outlet. You're a design concoction called, look, man, look at how fake this nigga is. How orchestrated this nigga's life is, bro. Watch this shit. You want to see some Illuminati fake ass shit? Watch this shit. Now watch this. Look at this Illuminati shit, bro. Seriously, bro. Look at that. Can you imagine the pressure that this kid is under? First of all, this is Bill's gym, Hit Factory. That's Bill's former gym, the Hit Factory. That's the guy. The Hit Factory was the gym where when Jeff Mayweather said if something happened to him, it was a guy named Bill Haney. And that's because he had the Hit Factory. So Devin Haney look how young Devin Haney is. Devin Haney's a little baby, bro. And his father, he already owns his own gym. Not only does he own his own gym, he's literally getting walked out with the holding the ring championship belt to an undisputed title fight. Look at that. You're telling me this nigga's not orchestrated? Devin Haney has been orchestrated since he was a little kid. And guess what? Guess where Gervonta Davis was at this time? When you want to talk about how old you are when you do something, your son is one of the most spoiled fucking kids that there is on planet fucking Earth. He's literally had the opportunity to walk out holding the ring title, probably after coming from training in his own gym that his father owns. And you're telling me you're not trying to make a Manchurian man in this kid? Come on, bro. Exactly. Tank was probably in a group home or something right at that time. Tank is in a group home. This nigga right here is already got his own gym, living in a mansion, being featured on HBO in an undisputed title fight, bro. Putting on an advertisement for his own gym. He's like the fucking Richie Rich. He's like the Richie Rich of boxing, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. Look at that. Where was Tank? Where did Tank? You know where Gervonta? No, guess where? He was already at the championship level of exposure. At what is that kid? About 8 years old, man? Was he 8? That kid can't be more than 8 years old. But he had made his choice that that's what he wanted to do with the rest of his life. And that's why I got into it. Because my son, he so much wanted to be a champion that I decided that I'm going to back him. You backed him so much that you already owned your own gym by the time he was 8 years old and had enough pull in boxing to get him to walk out Zab Judah because Joel Judah is his, how can I say it? Godfather. His godfather. The same Zab, the father of the same Zab Judah that still rides with him. Okay? Fuck all that good father talk, bro. You bred your son to fight. You bred your son like a dog to fight. And I don't care what you say, bro. You bred your son like a dog to fight. I don't even care. If you are, now watch this shit though. If you were a dog that fought, that's a little bit different when you're a dog that fought. Okay? While we talk about this good father shit. If you're a dog and you train your son, to fight like a dog, then it's because you know that's what you were. So it doesn't surprise me that Floyd Schofield Sr., who's a fighter, would teach his son to fight. It wouldn't make sense to me. It doesn't bother me if I think Floyd Schofield Sr., I don't know. Let me leave him alone because I don't know for sure. I know Roy Jones Sr. fought. I know Floyd Mayweather Sr. fought. Roger Mayweather fought and was a world champion. I know Muhammad Ali fought. And Layla Ali's father fought. So if you learn how to fight because your father fought, that's one thing. But if you don't fight at all, but you raise your son to fight, but you don't fight, Bro, your hands are probably soft as baby booties. You know what I'm talking about? Your hands, I doubt very much that I have never heard of any instance of when Bill Haney actually worked. Like, what job did Bill Haney have? I heard before that Najee of Cigar Talk is a vice president with Orchard Music Group or Orchard Distribution, which is part of Sony. Don't know what all of that means. Phoenix. What up, Phoenix?
Yo, what's good?
Chilling, man. Just talking bad about these niggas.
Yeah, I remember I wasn't hating yet, so I had to come back.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so this whole thing about Devin, man, I think that what's it called? Isn't it a masochist? The people who enjoy being or dealing with pain or whatever. I think that's what Bill is.
Yeah, masochistics, the ones that like pain.
Yeah, so
give pain.
Okay. So yeah, that's Devin and Bill's problem. They're masochists because you know how painful it is to be confronted with the truth in the face of all your lies. You know how painful it is that Devin must have taken them whoopings from Ryan. Because like, think about it. Like all the guys that had people in their family fighting, taught them, brought them up so they had to fight. The thing is, whether you a fighter or not, like there has to be something wrong with you if you get smacked upside the head by a punch and turn your legs into jelly. You don't try to get the hell up out the way or do nothing about it. I think about that. He kept on walking into the fire. I didn't even think to bring like like one of them fire retardant blankets that people be putting on you, like to wrap you in, or at least stop dropping and rolling or something. Devin ain't tried none of that. None. And he kept on getting smacked upside the head. So I think that's their problem. Like, no matter how bad things get, they're gonna keep on pouring salt in their own wounds. And that's their problem right there. The other thing is, Devin was talking about, man, and I swear, this is how I know that this boy dumb. He was saying, yeah, Shane Mosley, going on that thing about how he said Shane Mosley sneak dissing. He was like, yeah, not everything we work on in camp translates into the ring. It's like, but nah, that ain't the case. See, that's only the case for fighters who don't know what they're doing. That's when you see that. Because fighters who know what they're doing, like I was saying a little bit ago, I think it was last week.
Hey, you're muffled now. Hold on. Try to fix your mic real quick. Let me let Dean.
All right.
No, you're better now. Go ahead.
I'm good now?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that works.
All right. But yeah, I was saying, like, it's certain fighters, like you could tell, like the ones who was talking about how some fighters look robotic and it's very textbook versus the fighters who got the natural talent, athleticism, and then they add the skill to that. So that's the thing. Like those fighters, you could tell them what to do in the ring, you could work on something new, and they can apply it. Them other fighters, they can't. Like it's the difference between or kind of like what we was talking about yesterday, that natural rhythm and stuff that comes from different cultures. Like you got that, but then like other people to try to do it, they have to be taught, and it don't come to them naturally. That's where Devin is at as a boxer. He can't do a lot of this stuff naturally. So that's why even though you see him get hit with 3 left hands in a row, he's not going to duck and not going to be able to move. He's just going to keep on getting smacked.
Hey, man, you know what? Hey, I got to ask y'all too something before I pass it to Dean. As far as this power go, man, I want to say some shit. There's something fucking funny, bro, because I went to a gym and I was hitting pads. I don't usually hit pads. I usually just like to punch like with bare knuckles. Like I throw a lot of punches. I punch every day, right? Every day I punch, but I don't like to punch with gloves. I mean, I always like to have in my hands because I'm like, I don't want to put no gloves on my hand because I ain't gonna be fighting nobody with no gloves on my hands. So I want to punch for real because if I have to use it, I have to punch with my hands. So anyway, I'm punching with somebody that's it's used to doing boxing training and she's catching it or whatever. But bro, after a couple seconds, bro, she realized, dude, that all I really have to do for her to hand to jump back is just turn. I don't have to like wind up. I don't have to do anything because my hands are so big, because my hands are so big, and because I'm big and I know how to throw a straight punch. I don't have to do anything for this power. That's why I say I agree with you that Devin doesn't have talent. Because, bro, as just a person who got in real fights, bro, I have real power. Like, if I hit you for real, you're going to fuck around and go to sleep, bro. I'll fuck around and just braze motherfuckers with my knuckle, and they've gotten, like, you know, what do you call them shits where your knuckle, like your skull raises up? You know, the
But like a
contusion?
hematoma.
Yeah,
Or
I've given niggas hematomas just by fucking scraping my knuckle up against them. Like, boom, and their shit went whop. Like, my shit is real heavy, bro. Just genetically, bro. I've got real heavy hands, bro. So I know for sure this nigga Devin Haney ain't gonna be fucking around. It ain't for him, bro. If you have to really teach somebody how to have power, bro, they don't have power. You know what I mean? Because, dude, you can be. It's like if you have to get a motherfucker to do like to dunk a basketball, to just dunk a basketball. Bro, if you have to get niggas on fucking programs to increase their vertical by 9, they can't jump. You know what I mean? Because the dudes that are doing the 360s and all of that shit, them motherfuckers are really, they just are like that. They just whoop, whoop, whoop. It's just talent. And when you try to manufacture somebody like Devin, who doesn't have the talent, bro, you can tell Fanon, what's your height? I'm 6'2". I'm a little shy of 6. No, I'm a little shy of 6. Barefoot, about a little short of 6'2", barefoot. Legit barefoot. If I wanted to lie and say 6'3", I could lie and say 6'3", but I'm not. No, I'm more like 6'1.5", honest 6'1.5". But no joke, bro. I'm 6'1.5", and I am a legitimate walking around if I'm not fat. Like, if I'm not fat, I'm legitimate walking around. I'm a legit 240. I'm a legit 6'2", 240. So if I put my knuckle on you, bro, your shit is gonna bust. Trust me. So, but I would do that same shit. I could knock niggas out when I was maybe 5'8", 125 pounds. I knock niggas out at that weight. So no, he just can't punch. That's my take. You just can't punch, bro.
Yep, you
Bill's
can't.
too
That's
small, bro. Somebody said Fanon can knock Bill the fuck out. Bro, I'm not saying because I don't know whether or not Bill can fight or not, but Bill is way too little for me. Like, way too little for me. Like, way too. Like, you remember Black Fight Fan TV? That nigga's too big for me. Like, I'm looking at him, and you always size niggas up. That nigga's too big for me. Like, he's like maybe 6'5", 6'4", maybe 280, something like that, 270, some dumb shit, but he's just too big for me. That's how Bill is to me. He's just too little. He's just a little nigga, you know? But he doesn't look like a fighter, bro. He just learned how to fight because he wanted to compete with Floyd and make his son better than Floyd because he had some fucking beef because he wanted to have a boxing gym in Vegas and probably wanted to run some shit through Vegas because he's a snitch ass nigga. Anyway, yeah. So what are you saying, Dean? And
What's up, y'all, man? Listen, for now,
yo.
I forgot all about that when we talk about Devin. So I wanted to bring something up. Phoenix, I hear where you're coming from, but I can't even give them that excuse because everybody told us that Tank Davis is only where he at because of Floyd Mayweather. Well, This is even more of a criticism of Devin because Devin been around Zab Judah, Floyd Sr., Floyd Mayweather, all before Gervonta even knew who they was. Before Gervonta even met these people. He was already around Floyd Sr. If he'd been around Zab Judah, he'd been around Floyd and Floyd Sr. way prior to that. You know how I know that? Because Zab and Floyd was actually friends even before they fought.
Yep, and on the same Olympic team.
That's why people wasn't sure if that fight was ever going to happen. That's number one. So why isn't Devin past Gervonta when he's been exposed to more than Gervonta from a younger age? So all those people that was using those excuses that Gervonta Davis is only famous and all of this because of Floyd, Well, how can that be true when Devin has had Zab Judah, the Hitmaker boxing gym, Floyd Mayweather Sr. since he was a kid? I didn't even know Devin was that young doing that. He was at an undisputed fight at that age.
Look at this. Look, bro. Not only was he an undisputed fight, his father owned a boxing gym at that age, and he was getting out there with other young kids that were fighters. That little girl, who I don't know who she is or whether she wound up being it, but boom, that's family. That's some shit you're doing with family. So come on, man. And this little man he was boxing at that time because his father said the reason he got into boxing is because Devin wanted boxing. That sounds like bullshit when you already own a gym. You already own a gym.
That's just another lie.
Dude, the kid is only like 8 years old. He may be 10 years old, and the gym is already owned. You know enough about the sport to be training fighters. But he's the reason? You a lie, nigga.
And for where that make it even look bad, the point I'm getting to is if Devin has been around boxing that long, Fanon, it's no reason he shouldn't know to keep his hands up. The stuff he's struggling with, Fanon, you shouldn't be struggling with, and you've been around boxing that long. Devin is 26 years old.
Bro, yes.
Bro.
Yes, there
remind
is.
me of something.
Yes. And I can tell you, Deem, how that happens, bro. I can tell you that. Because if you fuck around as a parent, I'm telling you, I made the same mistake. If you have your kid work with like in tennis, but your daughter, but your kid is the person he's working with is a pro, right? And the pro has doing drills with the kid, right? And you look at the drills and you think, ooh, I think I can do this drill too. Oh, I can do the drill. And then say you're doing a drill, but then somebody else tells you something about what you should do with the kid, right? And you change the drill a little bit or whatever, but you move on, right? Let me tell you what that will cause in the long run. It'll cause a fundamentally flawed kid because you don't know the progression that coach was taking your kid through to get them to the final product. So you think that you know where they're going, but you don't. Yeah, you can do that drill, but you don't know where that drill fits in the greater scheme of things when they're trying to literally build that fighter. So what Bill wants to do is Bill wants to be the trainer, but he wants to get all the information from other trainers. But Bill cannot create a total fighter himself because he's not a fighter. He's never been through that whole process and had a whole career and had the ups and downs. All he can do is rely on secondhand information about it. So it happens like almost all these times that you see these people be successful, it's because their fathers had some failure in that area. Like Prince was a great musician because his father was a musician, but his father was a failed musician. But his father knew what the music industry was. So the son could learn from the father like that. Seriously, even like people don't even notice, bro. But like Muhammad Ali in Louisville, the reason he could fight, shit, his father was a head knocker. His father, like they don't put that shit in the story, but shit, I did my research. Shit, that man was a head knocker, bro. Like he was an artist, like they say that he painted murals and all of that. But he was a drunk and all that. But he would also make some money by blocking your fucking head. Because he was a big man that could fight. So he made his money that way too. And so his son learned a degree of fighting from being in the neighborhood with his father and his grandfather, bro. Like my grandmother told me stories about his grandfather, and they were like, yeah, them Clays. Like, yeah, them Clays. Just put it this way. I think his name was Cassius Marcellus Clay the Sixth. So they have a long line of them niggas, and all them niggas could fight, bro. All the way, just so you know, he was named after a dude, Cassius Marcellus Clay, the original one who was the abolitionist. That dude, I think, literally killed somebody with his own hands in the Kentucky legislature. Like they're fucking the Cassius Clays, they crazy. That's why that dude could fight, not just because Joe Martin taught him to throw a punch. He said, I want to fuck this dude up because his daddy's running around fucking niggas up. Same thing with with Keith Thurman. Same thing with Yeah, like sometimes though you can get a talent, right? Like Mike Tyson. And what did Mike Tyson had? Mike Tyson had Customato, who became a father to him and basically designed his whole career. Bill is trying to do that in a sport that he doesn't understand. And that's why I say, if any Haney is going to be successful as a promoter, it's going to be Devin. Because Devin will actually have the experience to do what Bill is trying to do. So, and I said that to Bill. I was like, yeah, what I see for your son really is he has an opportunity to be a great promoter, as long as he's not a dickhead and ruins his reputation with everybody. If he doesn't ruin his reputation, there's no reason that he can't become somebody like an Eddie Hearn, because Eddie Hearn was raised in boxing, but Eddie Hearn was raised to be a promoter, but so was Devin. But Devin can never become a promoter if his father makes all the decisions for him, because that just makes DHP nothing but a fucking rubber stamp. But eventually he's going to have, if he keeps his money and his daddy ain't taking none of it, because trust me, if your daddy works for you, he's taking some of your money. That's the definition of working for somebody. You got to pay him. So whatever, nigga, you want somebody paying you that works for you? That is a dangerous combination. I hope you're the one writing checks to him, but whatever. He has the opportunity to learn from these business decisions he claims he has. Let me tell you, bro, shout out to T. Orlando. It's not a smart business decision to proposition a prostitute to have a baby with you. That's a bad fucking business decision, dog. Bad. You know what it'll get you? I mean, god dang, it can get you a whole lot of shit. Most of it you don't want, and what you do want, you can get for free somewhere else if you really want it. Go ahead, Deem. I cut Deem off.
No, for now, with everything you said, that part I completely agree with. Where I'm coming from, Fanon, is the excuses they use to not obtain knowledge. Yeah, you could not have the best talent, but if you could properly apply the knowledge, he has been around boxing too long, Fanon, to not know to keep your hand up against a guy who got a devastating right hook. You have been around Zab Judah. You've been around Floyd Mayweather Sr. And like you said, Fanon, you've been groomed to do this. So it's even more of an indictment that you have been around boxing that long and you still struggle with fundamentals. Anybody can learn fundamentals.
Yeah.
Like I said, Nikola Jokic is the prime example, y'all. Nikola Jokic is talented in the way he plays basketball, Fanon. His mental, he is a step above everybody else. But when it comes to his physique and his actual talent, like speed, jumping ability, things like his dribbling skills, and all of those things, he had to work on his jump shot and things like that from being around basketball. So he's not the most talented guy.
Give me a second, bro. No plants, boxing hacker. No plants, bro.
Yeah, he gotta go.
The last time I talked to your ass, nigga, I said, would you be willing to take an interview from somebody if they did the same job that you did, just to verify that you're actually what you say you are? And nigga, you ain't showed up since then. But if you think I'm gonna forget and let you jump in on this in the middle of me beating the shit out of Bill Haney today, get the fuck out of my face, nigga. Show your ass up today?
Hey,
hell no.
Yo, boxing hacker is like homeboy when Samuel Jackson was at Candyland Ranch.
Hey David, let me get Dean finished though. Let me get Dean finished.
All right.
I got to do a hard thing. Dean, go ahead.
No, I just wanted to finish the point of Devin has been, even with the talent thing, for now, I hear you. You know, I agree. I don't think Devin's that talented when it comes to his speed, his power, his chin, things that you can't really teach, like you were saying, Fanon. Fanon, where I'm from in Philly, you gotta fight. I'm about 6'1", about $185, but I'm more of a muscular build.
That's big enough to knock you the fuck out, bro.
Yeah, a guy that's 220 still gonna have a problem with me if he don't know what he's doing. You understand? Because I punch harder than my body type is what I'm saying. So that's just God-given ability for because my dad was 6'3", 280. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
my dad's a big guy. Like, it just is what it is. So
Yeah.
that's why I got big hands. I wear a size 12, 13 shoe, certain things like that. But for him to be around boxing that long and still not obtain the knowledge, what the hell was y'all doing, Devin and Bill, around Zab Judah? Y'all wasn't learning nothing? You wasn't learning the proper techniques? You wasn't learning the basic fundamentals of boxing? You still butterfly jabbing? How you still butterfly jabbing and you was around Floyd Mayweather Sr. and Jr.? That's what I'm talking. It's more of an indictment. How you not a bigger star than Gervonta when you had more exposure? You was ringside at an undisputed fight holding belts. I'll land right there.
I'm about to hop off. I'm going in for MRI right quick. But yeah, the whole point Dean's talking about. So for now, you remember that breakdown I sent you of the Rolly and Ryan fight?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Hey, it would illustrate Dean's point perfectly when you see the differences between Rolly and Devin and what they both did against Ryan. That's the stuff that Bill don't know how to teach Devin. He don't. He does not.
Nope.
So yeah, that right there. Dean, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you on Twitter. But yeah, you got to see that. Yeah. So I'll catch y'all later.
All right,
bro.
Phoenix.
Hope everything goes be cool, Phoenix, with the MRI, bro.
Prayers, bro.
Yeah, it's my shoulder. It's messed up again. Appreciate it.
And you already know, Phoenix.
All right, bro, get back. Hey, let me get this couple of super chats real quick. 10 the guys said they did a psychological experiments where kids who had to wait to eat a donut were more successful in life than kids who get to eat at ASPP. Yeah, because you got to figure out how to do something. That's the difference between Tank and Devin, and just to fucking talent, bro. Gervonta is a talented guy, and he knows how to fight. And he came in an area where you had to fight, and you had to be the best to be the best in that area. You weren't just Yeah, it wasn't a situation where he was just given the title of the best kid ever. You know what I mean? Because that shit, you know, phenomenal. New. Oh no, you keep cutting me off, bro. I'm sorry, man. I can't. Yeah, because I lose like my train of thought real easy. I'm getting old. And Phenomenal Show said, I would have hated Hell Week when pledging with your big ass there. You would have hated every fucking day of pledging with me, nigga. I knocked out niggas online, dog. Let me tell you a pledge story, man. Real pledge story, bro. Even though Cap Alpha Psi, this is all make believe. I didn't do this, but I pledged at a school in New Orleans. And then we had a rival school in New Orleans that also had a chapter of my fraternity. So when we pledge hard. I mean, like, we fuck niggas up for real. Like, for real. We you getting fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. The rest of these niggas lie. You getting fucked up. That's the number one thing. You're getting fucked up. So I got fucked up. But I always took my shit good because I didn't care. Like, for real. I'm dumb like that. So whatever. Them niggas beat me up. Okay, beat me up. Whatever. And I became Noop and I was whatever. So I learned, though, that these other niggas didn't pledge like we pledged. And so these niggas had lines and they would have lines. And then we didn't know that they even had anybody online until they were about to cross. But meanwhile, they're walking around the city doing all kind of stuff and walking right by us, and we don't know who they are. But at the same time, when we have somebody online, everybody in the city knows we online. I mean, like, we walking down Gentilly, like me and we just walking down Gentilly, and niggas pull cars out. Nigga, whoop, whoop, we get surrounded by cars. Niggas come out the cars, throwing blows, bop, 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 in the middle of fucking Gentilly, right? And that's the niggas from that chapter. We're just going home, scrollers going home. These niggas jump out the car and literally jump us and start punching us in the middle of the street. And we can't fight back, just taking blows. So anyway, these niggas who I always thought was bitch niggas for doing that. No worries, you niggas is bitch niggas for doing it. But whatever, it's pledge it happens. So one time, these motherfuckers had a line and I was the pole. And these niggas, we had a session. And I'm telling you, Martin, niggas, when we were pledging niggas, we would have niggas in, like, let's put it this way. We put you niggas through the gauntlet. Literally. We had a gauntlet. Put your ass through the gauntlet, nigga. So we was putting niggas through the gauntlet. And the shit, that gauntlet, nigga, we was going for like 3 hours. Like 3 hours. So anyway, when these niggas is all done and everything, these niggas come in, start talking about our boys are there. And their boys come in all dressed, nice, looking, singing songs and shit. And I'm sitting there thinking my niggas just did what they did all that time with all them niggas was there. And now you gonna bring these niggas in singing songs? Nigga, I said I'm gonna knock every fucking one of you niggas cold. And I knocked out. They had 12 niggas. No joke, bro. They had like 15 niggas in there. I told these niggas to stop singing songs, bro. I took my hand back, leaned back, slapped them niggas one by one. Pow, pow, pow. Nigga, drop, 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 drop. By the time I got to like the 8th nigga, motherfuckers grabbed me, pulled me back, and told them niggas to get out. So yeah, nigga, we if you put your hands on me and I pledge, nigga, we doing the same shit to you. So, if niggas know, if you really if you are really a made man, you know exactly what I'm talking about, bro. And I don't never believe no nigga ever saw a bill like that. When you really know, you got Grambling football players coming in the fucking room. You know how big them niggas are, man. Them big niggas. No, dude, I know you a big nigga, bro. We saw niggas from Grambling, bro. Grambling, I'm talking about linemen from Grambling.
Yeah.
Fucking 6 foot, 390-pound niggas walking in on you, bro, grabbing you by the fucking shirt and lifting you. Like, nigga, these niggas was lifting niggas. And I was like, oh, fuck, they snatching you out your room, bro. Niggas from Grambling, no joke. Niggas from Grambling, when them niggas hit town, motherfuckers was hiding, bro. Like, for real, like, you got to get a girl, you got to hide. Because these niggas going to find your dorm. Nigga, if you don't answer that door, them big-ass niggas will kick that bitch in. Grab your motherfucking ass, take your ass to a hotel room, nigga, and you don't know what the fuck finna happen in that hotel room, nigga. Other than you gonna make it out, but nigga, you wasn't supposed to get caught. That's how we got made, bro. So I don't believe you soft ass niggas out there talking about you niggas is this, you niggas is that. I don't believe you because of the way you treat other human beings, bro. Ain't no way you was really a made man, bro. Not like the way we were. And people in the street were doing the same thing, but they were doing the shit where they like literally had to kill somebody or they had to do some other stuff. What we had to do was different than what y'all had to do, but we still all have to do the same thing, bro. So don't tell me that you some real nigga, bro, when I know, nigga, you didn't go through that, bro. You was a snitch type nigga, bro. You the type of nigga that instead of doing it, go snitch and say, I want to be a member because I got touched. So, okay. So a nigga like me got to go
motherfuckers that a snitch. So the whole line
they trying to send a nigga to jail. They trying to send a nigga to jail back in the 90s. So nigga, I was like, nigga, you ain't putting me in jail.
Fucking snitch. And the overnight, the whole line go over. You be like, what happened to them? They ain't pledging? Oh man, the whole line had to go over. They was hazing. I'm like, what the fuck?
Everybody, what are you, man? What do you pledge?
No, I didn't pledge. I went to Johnson C. Smith.
Oh, so you know that? Do you know what it is? The niggas that
yeah. And look, the only ones we had, only fraternities we had on our campus was Phi Beta Sigma, Kappa. We had AKA and Deltas. I was a Delta Jet. I was a Delta Jet because I couldn't pledge Q because they got kicked off campus too for hazing. So
I knew they did.
My room was across from my dorm director room, and he's Phi Beta Sigma. Plus, we played football with him. We was on the football team together.
Oh, well,
he was a no tackle.
You a football
player? I played offensive tackle and defensive tackle, right? But I started to gravitate more to playing offensive tackle, right side. Right? Man, I used to hit them in there whipping them boys' ass. You come out in the hallway, all you hear is that paddle smacking ass, man. I'm like, damn. They're beating the fuck out of them motherfuckers, man. They ain't even talking. When they do the death march, That should take like damn near 6-8 hours going through the whole campus.
Oh,
Moving like
wow.
1 inch a fucking mile. 1 inch every block. Holding up that torch. Oh man. They was torturing them dudes, man. That was
Yeah,
torture. I was
man.
like, damn. I had to buy one of my homeboys some beer. I was like, yeah, here you go, yo. Drink this Red Bull and this Mad Dog. You'll feel good. Get that shit up off you. Because I know he was in pain going through that death march. When they
Man,
got
yeah,
you
man.
there,
See,
oh
me,
man.
see, like Contrell LaGrue said, my cousin died recently from pledging. See, me, I know full well I wasn't going to ever kill nobody. Not the shit that I was doing. And plus, because I know, nigga, you can't, some of the shit that they doing, like, it didn't happen to them. So, like,
Yeah.
if it didn't happen to you, you can't do it to somebody else. When niggas start trying to invent shit and start doing different shit and concocting shit, you know why?
That's because niggas getting hurt.
No, because they're fake and nothing ever happened to them. So these fake ass niggas want to pledge somebody, and these fake ass phony ass niggas fuck around and really hurt somebody because they don't get the purpose. Like, I could teach you the fucking purpose, bro. Nigga, most of the shit, bro, you can say fucking no at any fucking time. And eventually you learn that the fucking most annoying shit isn't even getting hit. The annoying shit is not being able to go to sleep. Like, the whole purpose of it is that basically you hear all the paddles and all that shit flying off. The truth of the matter is, nigga, after you get touched so many fucking times, you don't even feel it. Like, for real, if I take this, I mean it. I'm sorry, I'm not giving up too much. I can give what the fuck I want. But back in the day, bro, say I take a pole, and I first of all, a pole will break your fucking ass. So right there, niggas will hit you with a fucking pole and they'll break something because they fucking stupid, bro. But if you hit somebody with a paddle, bro, eventually your ass is going to get so crusty and calloused that they could hit you with a fucking chair. You won't feel it. Your body will teach you that. Like, literally, it's like you don't feel it. After a little while, it's like, unless somebody turns it to the side or does something. But the people that do that are people that do it with, they usually do it because there's some people that want to hurt you, which is why they had to snatch me off them niggas, because I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was trying to knock a nigga into a 360. I wanted that nigga's head to spin. Like, for real, I lost that shit, bro, because I'm like, hold on, man. Because you got to understand, this is a true nature of a bitch nigga, bro. Even in an organization that I love to death. You know, this is the definition of a bitch nigga. You willing to beat the piss out of my guy so they can prove to you how hard they are, right? Because I prepare my guys. You know what I mean? I prepared my guys. They know what's going on. You got some niggas visiting. You know what they're gonna do. They're gonna question you. You got to know your shit. Niggas get funny with you. You know what's gonna happen. You know, you stand tough. Blah 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 blah. Niggas is taking bet. I had a nigga so big and so hard. I was like, nigga, none of you niggas can break him. We made money off this nigga because they would try to hit this nigga. He would laugh because we knew. But if I made him run, that nigga would be like, oh my God, make him run. But anyway, that's a true definition of a bitch nigga, is somebody that will be willing to hit all on these niggas, do what all they want to do. But when their niggas come on and I'm in the room, they want to start singing and prove that they can sing songs. My niggas don't have time to sing songs because they're out there getting me. I'm sorry to say this to the women. They're out there getting me some women, nigga. They out there getting me some women. They out there making money, going to school, doing what we tell them to do to be noobs. These niggas ain't got time to sing no fucking songs. We can teach them the songs when they go over. You niggas trying to act like, like, get the fuck out of here, nigga. That's Devin. That's the Devin Haney type shit, nigga. You know what I mean? Yeah. You got Gervonta Davis here, nigga, that pledged, bro. He's sleeping on the street. You can tell the way he talks, how many fucking times he got hit upside the head, bro. He's been hit upside the head a bunch of fucking times. You know what I mean? This nigga sleeping on the street, and then you got this dandy. You got this dandy walking around at 8 years old, like, nigga, he looks scared, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, that's what I feel. That's why just innately, bro, I don't like bitch niggas, man. I don't like them. Niggas are motherfuckers that will do shit to you that never happened to them. If it happened to you, I got it. I got it. If it happened to you, I got it. I get why. If you're a fighter, you had to learn how to fight. You teach your son to fight because that's how you see the world. I get it. But nigga, you're a pimp. So all I think is, nigga, you pimping because this kid is out here from a baby with 2 other little girls. I wonder what that little girl's doing now. If she didn't make it to the big time, I wonder if she's selling them cheeks. You know what I'm saying? Off on Instagram, nigga. Because I guess this little girl, since you a pimp, that little girl's path could be you gonna pimp her out. This nigga, you gonna make an athlete. Mr. I'll run the fucking world. Anyway, keep my name out your mouth, Bill. And I won't talk bad about you, dog. But I never got onto that subject about whether you're a good father or not. I can make an argument that this shit is abuse, nigga, because this kid is just coming from getting punched in the face a whole bunch of fucking time to help you sell your gym. Right there, nigga. You using your son to sell your gym right there. Right there. It says hit gym. That's your gym. And now it's Devin Haney Promotions. No, nigga, that ain't nothing but hit gym. That ain't nothing. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't put it past that nigga to have DHP really owned by fucking Hit Factory. I'm sorry. Go ahead and cook, y'all. I'm sorry.
Nah, man. Nah, listen, man. Y'all, you 100% right. When it comes to these dudes in boxing, man, the thing that I'm starting to realize is they only have a certain rules when it comes to certain fighters. Look at the Gervonta Davis situation for now. We was hearing for 6 months, everybody bitch and complain, talking about Gervonta need to go to 154 because won't nobody fight. Then he take his ass up to 154, and 48 hours later, Bill Haney and Brian Norman Sr. is doing a fucking interview talking about a fight. And I predicted that. I said, when I made a video, I said, the minute that Gervonta Davis goes up to 154, give it 48 hours, Brian Norman Jr., Sr., and Bill Haney all gonna have interviews talking about how they ready to fight and motherfuckers is a duck. Yep. Guess what they did, Fanon? Go to Mill City right now. Guess what they did? It has been almost 4 days since Gervonta Davis announced that he was going to 154. And they already talking about how he a duck and he ducking people at 147. You got people like Boxing Hacker talking about how Gervonta Davis don't want smoke with Teofimo Lopez, who hasn't even decided what weight class he is fighting at yet. These guys in boxing, man, is getting to the point where it's just like the cat's weights. Now they want to do exhibitions. Now all of a sudden, everybody don't. Now all of a sudden at 154, ain't nobody there to fight all of a sudden. But it was a division that people told me was so stacked. But now it's like, oh, Gervonta Davis don't got to fight. Wasn't that the same problem Fernandi was just having at 154? That's a mighty coincidence that no matter what division he is at, he's still finding a problem to get fights.
Who, Gervonta
Davis. Remember, Fernandi, they was saying as soon as he got to 154, it was going to be all of these fights and that he need to move up. As soon as he get there, y'all, everybody's busy. They hurt.
They got some logic, don't they?
All they do is sell wolf tickets, man. All they do is sell wolf tickets. These cats want to fight once a year. I'm like, come on, man. That's ridiculous.
And then they talk about Bud Crawford. Bud is a great fighter. But when you fight once a year for the last 7-8 years, you cheat in the sport, dog. You cherry picking opponents, dog. That's the truth. You not fighting. You literally is sitting out year to year for not even the absolute best fight. You only did that with Errol Spence and Canelo Alvarez. You fought Madrimov and took a year off. Why? For what? But these are the guys we supposed to put. But then you know what, though, Fanon? You ain't never heard nobody criticize all that stuff that they talk about the PBC and you not being active, but be the same guys that praise Terrence Crawford. Gervonta's not active enough. Earl and the PBC, you ain't gonna get no fights over there. But Terrence, the best in the world. You've only seen your favorite fighter fight 8 times in almost a decade. I want y'all to think about that. That's crazy. So it's just like I said, it just all depends on the narrative. And they like to do the bait and switch, depending on whatever argument they trying to make. The same racist people talking about how Devin don't need to fight T.O. because T.O.'s a racist and Ryan's a racist be the same people that want Gervonta Davis to fight Teofimo Lopez. Ain't Gervonta Davis black too? So Gervonta Davis wrong for not giving the racist the opportunity, but y'all didn't want nobody else to give the racist opportunities. It's crazy. Think about that. The same people that was arguing against Ryan Garcia, y'all defending Ryan Garcia, he a racist, is the same people trying to big up Teofimo Lopez and talking about why Gervonta Davis need to fight him, and he calling him out.
Man, I'm sorry. I am completely dead to that whole conversation, which sounds ridiculously stupid to me. There really are people that are saying that Teofimo Lopez, that Gervonta Davis is ducking Teofimo Lopez?
Fernand, I've been on panel to panel from KO, 2 Cent, over here with you. Yes, people started running with that because they talking about, because T.O. said that Turkey had the offer for Boots and all that, and then people talking about, well, Boots ain't got nobody to fight at 154. He might as well fight T.O. at 147. You see the bait and switch?
Oh my God!
Swear to God.
Plain as can see.
Man.
Now they running with Brian Norman Sr. Fernand is running with Gervonta Davis looking funny by moving to 154. They all this is in the last 48 hours. But that's the same man that wouldn't fight Gervonta Davis in Philadelphia for 1.7. But you'll go to Japan. You'll take a 12-hour. How long is the flight from Atlanta to Tokyo, Fernand? How long is that flight? But you'll go over there for $300,000 for a voluntary title defense at that. And then got the nerve when Gervonta Davis move up to say now he's ducking your son now because he moved up. Same people, Fernand, that was talking about Gervonta Davis is a duck for not fighting Virgil Ortiz. Do you remember that? They wanted him to go up to 154. Now he does it. He's ducking Brian Norman Jr. and Teofimo Lopez.
They can do some shit, bro. But you know which way the wind is blowing.
Some hot fries.
They just going whatever way the wind blows, brother. Whatever way the wind blows, you know.
I'm about to get up out of here though for now, man.
All right, man. I am too, brother. Thank you,
all
man.
right, James.
All right, back. All right, get back, David. All right, bro.
All right.
All right. Yeah, that was fun, man. Let me check the cash app in case somebody bless me. If not, man, I had a good conversation today, man. Look, man, we back to 3 hours and 12 minutes, man. Thank y'all for letting me get my time up, man. I got my time up. I like that. I think that's a good thing. Let me check this cash app real quick just in case somebody might have, tipped it. Hey, yeah, I did. My nigga did. Jameson Childress said, showing love for the show, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. But anyway, man, I'm up out of here, dog. Y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you for the holler, brother, because that allows me to, I may be able to get a little lunch with that dog. Let me trick off a little bit with about $40. Thank you, brother. With that, I'm out. Deuces.